One. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes, that crazy 16-player West Marches style campaign where I, Logan, take on 6 of my players at a time. Hello, players.
Hello.
What's up, bitch?
Hello.
And hello to our wonderful audience who may have noticed that we had no transition today, and I did not realize we were not going to have a transition. Angela and I reorganized all of our files, and nothing is where it belongs. I had to redo all of the graphics, and they look great, but I missed that one, so I will fix that for tomorrow. But hello, everyone. Thank you for being.
I'm sorry I called you a bitch.
You called me a bitch?
No, you're not. No, you're
I
not.
don't listen to you guys.
Yes, I am!
I don't listen to you guys.
I think you're great. I also like I love Albert.
Albert is great. He's a little in the way tonight. There we go.
He's never in the way. He's the star of this fucking
How
show.
dare you?
He's just right there. Now he's like Kilroy. Just. All right, so that was the humor portion of the show. Because the rest of mine ain't gonna be funny. I guarantee you that.
Hey, Logan, fuck off!
Fear.
I'm gonna say the rest of this campaign probably is not gonna be very.
I mean, we still have.
I was already stressed. I don't need more of that. I was already stressed about Lamina.
It's not like we have a Nicosta on the team or anything. It's not like I'm engaged to that Nicosta or anything.
No.
It's not like I'm in love with that Nicosta or anything.
No.
Fuck.
Interesting you did it in that order. Least to most, I guess. Yeah, build up. Least to most. All right.
I mean, worst case scenario, the Nicosta just become a Nigosta, and it's fine.
Joseph?
Listen, you made me my best friend. You may be my best friend and the love of my life. Go, leave. I need you to get out. Don't actually go.
Well,
That's
you
a
got
man
me
who
before
was
I
looking
could
at a
find
Spargo
the-
cam.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was trying to find it.
Yep. I knew you were looking at your Spargo account. I was like, not gonna fucking.
That was amazing.
Is my audio still out of sync?
Shit.
Testing.
God
testing.
damn
I
it.
gotta
You
listen
got
to
that
it to
song
hear
stuck
it.
in my head.
It's stuck in my head too.
Fuck you.
Yeah, my audio is way out of sync. Let me see. Is everybody else's?
I don't know.
Hello.
And we're all going through the same current.
Clap.
God
Clap.
damn it, Zach.
What did you do?
All right. Well, if you guys say it's
I feel
fine,
like
it's fine.
now that we spent several hours IRL with a lot of each other, things are different and it's beautiful.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
It's
Now
a
I
different world.
can say with certainty Jay and I are 2 different.
But does the audience know that?
No,
We're both
it's a
on camera
secret.
at the same time, so
It's a secret.
Hollywood
We're
man.
scripted, and one of these is pre-recorded. It's up to you guys to figure out which one is.
dun, dun, dun.
Alrighty. So we're gonna start off. We're still gonna this whole week. Hopefully, we're trying out our new format, which means we're gonna be playing for 3 hours straight with no break, and we'll be ending an hour early or half an hour early, like we did last night. So that means if you need to, go get the restroom, get a drink or whatever, just put your cover on and just go take care of it. It's okay. You won't miss much. You'll come back. Everyone will fill you in and let you know what's been going on. I will try not to make anything too dramatic or depressing happen while you're gone, because I would miss out on tears, and I need those tears to live.
Hagbag?
No.
Back.
This new format, the first thing we do is we talk about our 2 sponsors very quickly. to thank them for their sponsorship. World Anvil at worldanvil.com, the most robust of world building and campaign management software. Please go take a look and patronize their site. Use their site. Take a look at our site. Review things. I think you can like articles now. I don't know. They keep adding things, and unfortunately, I haven't had the time to peruse all the new features. I've just been working on building the worlds themselves, and along with all my amazing players. And then, of course, Die Hard Dice. Go to dieharddice.com. If you want to roll with the best, you roll with Die Hard Dice. You can use a coupon code Countless Heroes, all one word, to get 15% off on your first or next order. You can use it once, basically, is the idea. All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, although we do love them very much, we appreciate everything they do for us. Now, we can do a recap. And then you can have your hag bag. But only then. Who would like to do the recap? Who was here yesterday? Nobody here yesterday?
I think I was the only one who was here for the entirety. No, Jay was there.
I was also here, but
I'll go ahead and I'll do it.
Jay, can you make words good?
So we woke up in the mansion. We pulled something out of the hag bag that I don't remember, but was not terrible. Oh yeah, it was the jug of many milks.
The many milk jug.
Which gave, I think, donkey milk to Lark when he rolled for it.
Donkey milk yesterday, yes.
So we did the hag bag. And then there was a commotion. We found that there was smoke coming through the door to the mansion. And some fuckers had covered our door in a series of like a Lincoln.
We're not adding a new race. Some fuckers is not a new race. It's just.
I mean,
they already existed. They already existed in the world.
Yeah,
it's an expansive race.
They're like Nicosta. They can look like any race.
But so it turns out some folks had built a Lincoln log style cabin around our door and set it on fire. And so we took some time to get out of that. Owen busted out a new spell that got rid of all of the trees, theoretically, like illusorily, for a square mile. And all of a sudden, one of the offending parties, the reincarnated drow human, who had come into our company, was seen watching the flames from what was previously trees. We gave chase. He had a fancy new bow that fucked Owen up a bit. And unfortunately, he got away at the last second due to Wall of Stone having a dumb rule. And no one should get a save. It's not
instantly trapping anybody. Yeah, that's how a third level spell should work.
That's how it should have been intended. Anyways, so he got away, but everyone was safe. And then shortly after, we heard a large explosion and felt a shockwave coming from one of the obelisks, the large magical obelisks. And and also we found the body of the dwarven reincarnated drow on fire in the water. And upon casting Speak with Dead, he just repeated to protect the stone. We then found a piece of.
He said a lot of things. There was a lot of different things he said, but protect the stone was one of them.
It was. I thought it was mostly just like protect the stone.
You were also asked if there was a weapons cache nearby, and he said one.
And he wanted to be buried at the foot of the Dragon Mother.
Correct.
Shortly after the explosion, we did find what we assumed to be the stone he was referring to, a piece of air shale. It was like cylinder-like, but like looked like it might have been part of a claw potentially. And then we booked it over to the obelisk, finding it resonating with magic and activated, and the trail for the Baba Yaga house leading away. Saldana touched the obelisk, and after a couple of successful saves, regained all of her spell slots. We chased the Baba Yaga house, had a brief conversation when we caught up with Hedwig, one half of the entity. And Hedwig explained that as they are two parts of what was the Baba Yaga was a part of what used to be the old gods, and we found out that the new gods, as we know them, are just fractured pieces of the old gods who were fractured by the former inhabitants of this plane, who are all dead now, but they used the obelisks on this island to fracture the gods. We found out that if Hedwig's counterpart, the other part of the Baba Yaga, Guyana, succeeds, Guyana wants to, do the whole become God again thing and rule over everyone, and just not good stuff. And then Dacosta will die, which is also not good. Whereas Hedwig just wants free.
Die or return to the hole? I mean, that's...
I feel like that's kind of
They will be blended into the Baba Yaga again.
I don't like
Don't
that.
ever say that
I don't
ever
like
again.
that. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
As the resident Nacosta, I don't like that.
And we left before Hedwig's counterpart came and tried to kill us, but we did find that there were many unconscious drow women inside of the hut, and that they planned to use the drow potentially to activate the last stone they needed to fuck everything in a matter of days using the drow within the hut. I think that's about where we left off.
Also, Donna talked to Ball and had a little chat that did not go as well as she would have liked, I think. Or went very well, depending on your stance.
Yeah, so Donna and her god had a conversation, and we'll leave it at that.
There's something else. I thought of it and then immediately forgot, so I will bring it up if I remember.
I feel like that's really
and when Primeheart found the stone, that's I think it was right. When Primeheart found the stone, he was compelled to run towards the center of the island, which, while important, is also a week away. So we figure it is probably a little out of reach at the moment.
I think also the revelation that perhaps one of the reasons that the old gods were fractured was because they were demanding sacrifice and using the inhabitants of the island as their playthings. At least that's what we hear from the fallen god. Whether or not that remains to be true, we'll see.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, who is not pulled from the bag? Primark, you've never pulled from the bag?
Nope.
Roll my percentile.
Can't hear you, Kit.
I'll do a bad lip reading of all the
29.
times that happens to every character.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, sorry, my mic.
What'd you get, Primark?
29.
This one's a jug of many ranches.
That's the worst sentence you could have said.
Gross.
I hate that.
Chipotle Ranch, Hidden Valley.
Okay, Chipotle Ranch is good.
That's a brand name, Joe.
Oh shit, we're gonna get sued. I'm
Also-
sorry, everyone.
This is a weird energy.
Kit, I think your mic is
Caden,
going
are
through
you on your right
webcam.
mic? I think you're on your you're on your computer mic or something.
Cool, I wanted.
Also, this Christmas music was making all of this a really weird energy.
Why
that's
is Christmas
happening.
still in here?
Because it
Christmas
wants
music
to
while
be.
discussing
Because I'm
various
pulling-
types of ranch is so weird.
I'm pulling from a bag of presents.
I don't think that's how I'm going.
You're pulling,
It's
you're
the
pulling
bag.
from
It's the
stack.
hag bag song.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're pulling from the
Stop.
hag
You
stack.
sound good.
You sound good.
Okay.
All right.
I
so you
personally
reach
like the
in-
Christmas music.
You reach into the bag, and your hand touches the edge of something thick and wooden. As you start to pull on it, is a very large shield that appears in your hand. The shield is just a light colored wood, nice and sturdy, very comfortable to use. It has no adornments at all. In fact, it looks like it's never been used. It is just perfectly smooth and You find no seams or anything. It looks like it was almost made out of one solid piece.
Nice. It's a cool shield.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
sorry,
just
Callie's
like-
still probably outside. Sorry.
Is it like just a regular shield, or is it gonna like turn into something that's gonna kill us?
Primarch smells it. What does it smell like?
Wood
I
and
may use-
oil.
Detect magic, as I always do whenever we pull something from the
It is
bag.
magical.
I can use my magic eyes to see that.
I'm already doing that.
We'd both just like. Sorry, I'm super out of it.
Can we? Is Sildana around? Can we have Sildana identify this?
Saldona! Sildana!
As you take it to Sildana and have it identified, a little while later she goes back to doing whatever the heck she's doing today. She lets you know that it is a shield of resistance. It gives you resistance to all damage from any ranged weapon attacks.
Hey,
That could
Owen? After
Yeah.
yesterday,
be- I mean, I think I'm also the only one here at the moment who uses a shield, unless I'm mistaken.
What
I-
happened
I
yesterday?
technically can, I just don't use them.
yeah, I also already.
Oh, it's
don't
also a
get it
plus
as
one.
hard.
It's also
I'll
what?
I'll take it for the moment if no one else wants to grab it.
Mari!
My shield.
I don't know. Owen got shot really badly.
How
true.
badly did you get shot?
On a scale from 127, I went down to about a 78 in the span of 6 seconds.
That's that's terrible.
Whoever
I'm
wants it
not
can take.
supposed to be laughing. That's horrifying.
I don't use a shield. I need both hands to use my sword.
Yeah, and I have.
I know exactly how that sounds. Don't say it.
Bromhart, can you use it?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but alright.
Primarch.
Yeah, take
No, can you use it?
negative.
All right, I'll take it for now, and we can let the council decide at a later date.
All right. So now that the hag bag is out of the way, Callie, I believe you had something you've been working on for the last day.
Mm-hmm. I've been outside for the last 24 hours, constantly casting a spell.
All right. What spell did you cast and what does it do?
I have been casting Hallow on the ground outside of our camp to encompass it in holy energy.
Okay.
So
and
she's
this,
been
this has
focused.
some protection to it, I believe.
Mhm.
Can prevent certain types of creatures from manifesting here,
Mhm.
including undead.
Yes, but because several of us identify as undead, I am leaving them off.
All right.
So
Maybe identify is not the right word, but yeah, we'll.
no, well, when we are identified, we come up.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just like.
So when we ping as undead,
Like
how-
4
that's-
There you
out
go.
of the
Perfect.
6 people in this party will come up as undead.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I would be
So
like,
four
I
out
would
of
like
six
to be able
come
to
undead.
sleep, Logan.
Same.
So,
You could. You just have to sleep outside
Safely.
of this 1 mile
Safely.
Hallow radius.
I would
I
like to be
wanna
able to
be
sleep
safe.
safely.
I'm sorry, Tess.
it's only a 60-foot sphere. It's not.
Oh,
quite-
okay. So it's just a
enough to-
bubble around the.
Yeah, I can't make it much
Perfect.
bigger.
Well, that's okay because that'll stop a lot of this nastiness from happening. So, what all does it do?
Because Foster and Twiggy are both Celestials, I am also excluding Celestials from the list because I want Twiggy and Foster to be able to come in and out. So yeah, I was afraid of
And
that.
and a lot of the familiars. I assume you're
Yeah.
excluding fiends as well.
Yeah, so I
I-
guess that just leaves Elemental and Fae that can't.
What about
I mean,
Evangeline?
says
What
a
is
lot of
Evangeline?
things on this island.
What is
Yeah.
Owen's Griffin?
Yeah, what is Evangeline?
Celestial.
Okay, that's good.
I don't think anybody chose Fae. People know me. Too.
Y'all are lucky that I didn't choose Pact of the Fae, I guess.
So yeah, so just so that it would just be elementals and Fae can't enter the area or
Alright.
frighten or
Mari
possess
Fae?
anyone.
That's what I was about to ask. Did your cousin
Is
count as
No,
Mari
mine is
Fae?
not
Is it
Fae.
Sheen Fae?
No.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
have Fey
humanoid.
Humanoid.
ancestry. Technically
Yeah.
speaking, I don't have Fey ancestry.
Yeah, you're fine. Callie, go ahead and
And then secondly, because I was able to choose a second effect, any of the followers of Rinth who try and enter the area are immediately frightened of us and the area unless they make a DC 17 charisma save. They cannot enter the area. They will be frightened.
I don't like that he
It says-
immediately rolled.
okay.
Because it
When
says
does
you
the
can
spell finish casting?
24 hours. So I literally have been outside casting this for 24 hours. I understand if that means I don't get a long rest and therefore am at a disadvantage.
Well, a long rest would mean that you don't get to prep your spell. No long rest means you don't get to prep your spell.
Right. I have the
Yeah.
exact same
Now,
stuff prepped that I had yesterday.
Could you use some of your points to purchase a long rest, the perk point?
I
I
could,
believe
but
that
I
was
would
one of the
really,
perks.
really like that legendary save. So I'm
All
not
right,
going to
that's
do
fine.
that.
So you're gonna live without any more spell slots today. You did use a lot of spell slots yesterday. So
I did not. Yeah, I used one.
oh, you
spell
did
slot.
not. That's right. That's right. You
Used
bugged
a
out.
second
That's right.
level spell slot
We
yesterday.
we
and
also split up. We split up a lot of what we did yesterday. So like I cast Augury instead of Solana.
Yeah.
Also
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it would just be them. So 24 hours would be pretty much right about now, since this is a normal morning for you, not an early morning like yesterday. If you started pretty much right after all of the excitement and ended, so it would be happening now. So in the middle of all the work of rebuilding the camp and everything, two of the sailors, none that you know of, start running out of the camp. They just start screaming and running out of the camp as right as Callie, as you finish your spell.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Oops.
What?
She just
Why
kind
you?
of-
A bit
She
weird.
doesn't say that out loud, just internally. Oops.
And as they hit into the half a mile deadlands around your camp, they don't stop running. When they get to the edge of this, they just decide to keep going.
They'll be internally. They'll be back, and if they get brave enough, they'll be fine. She's just kind of. All
Just
right. Well,
internalizing.
yeah.
Well, if they're followers of Rinth, then we don't
We
necessarily,
don't necessarily want them in our
here.
camp. So.
Hey, Carly,
Huh?
what was that?
Just making sure the ground is holy and sanctified, and
Why,
nothing is. No idea. She doesn't know. They could be elementals or
okay.
fae. She has no idea
They're
if this
fae.
actually
Like,
follower
I'm-
of Rin.
fuck this shit. I'm out.
She's not sure. She's like, well, it could be anything one of three things, so I don't know. I'm s-
Goodbye.
Maybe they saw something scary. I don't know. They'll be fine, I'm sure.
You gotta look at Owen's whiskey bill.
That's a move.
So
Okay.
Then she kind of just like drops because she's been awake for 24 hours straight. She just kind of like sinks down to the ground and takes a seat. Okay.
as you guys prepare, I believe you guys have. Yesterday, you talked about wanting to go and try to find the last obelisk. Was that still on your mind?
Yes.
That works for me.
I'll
I
roll
think
with
so, yeah.
anything.
Yes, I did have one other thing I wanted to do, but I don't want to take away from anyone else's plans.
Anybody else have anything to do this morning before we get rolling? All right, looks like it's you, Callie. Oh, sorry, Oshin. Yeah,
Just making sure Glitter is with Lark.
Glitter is with Lark for now. What was that?
Hey,
Stop. I'm the police.
Hey,
You're under
you guys saw the name.
arrest.
I saw the name of this
I've
episode.
got a
right?
like 24 passive perception. Like he can't with
I know.
sight. He can't.
You'll
no
always
way.
be here. Kelly, what else did you have?
I wanted after the revelations of yesterday, Callie wanted to cast legend lore and learn more about the split of the gods and Elumir Aruna's part in it. Divination doesn't let me look too far into the past, so she's going to try legend lore.
All right, let me take a look. I know you sent that to me. I was supposed to look over it. So I'll look over it very quickly while you guys entertain the audience.
I don't
So
have
Callie-
anything to juggle.
Oh.
Sorry.
Callie starts laying out incense blocks and little, a couple little ivory eggs that she has had tucked away that are carved ivory in the shape of dragon eggs. And she lays out, getting ready for another spell.
You're very busy.
It's been a weird couple of days.
It's only gonna get weirder.
When was
Yeah.
the last day we had that wasn't weird exactly?
I've lost track at this point.
Good.
At the
When
beach,
when were we back?
not on this island.
Even- How long has that been? Months.
When we went to the spa,
I want to
maybe?
get back to Cinderhaven.
Must have been so nice. The one thing that Mari's wanted to do, and everybody.
Well, no, Lynn. That day we went to the spa. We actually found out that those Camilodon thingies were called Devourers, which is really creepy.
That's true.
There was a day back in Cinderhaven before we left that nothing happened. We just went to the Big Forge and we had a really nice lunch and then we went home.
That's true.
That was
a
great.
good one.
I
Yeah.
would,
We had a nice
I'd
picnic.
really like to go back to that.
I
It's called
miss
downtime.
my
Right then.
house. I miss
You
my
miss your
home.
cows?
I miss my house, Owen.
Oh, that makes
I
more
also
sense.
miss my house and I also miss my husband and I miss my other son.
Yeah, I
Nathan,
miss
if you,
my
if you
daughter.
ever want me to
Yeah.
try to send to your buddy, I don't remember your little imp friend's name. I can ask how
Binksy.
how your house is, if your house is still standing.
I really.
I didn't even
Oh,
think
yeah,
about that.
that's-
I didn't even think about that.
That's the
No,
reason-
Binksy, Kaylin, and the fucking cockatrice are all in my house. Thankfully, hopefully, there are people watching the
It's
house.
fine. Pimble hasn't told me that there's been a large fire in Pearl District, so I assume that your house is still standing.
Binksy's the man of the house now.
Please don't tell him that.
Please don't tell Binksy that. He'll take it
I
too
wonder,
far.
I wonder how long you have to be gone before he can declare you legally dead.
Squatters' rights. He
A
gets
day.
squatters' rights.
He's already declared squatters' rights,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Binksy, of course he has. I miss Binksy.
But not key lime. Rude.
Keelan, first of all, Keelan is a normal ass owl.
Key lime.
Her name is Kaylin.
Key lime.
It's key lime.
Okay. No, we literally have a new drink at where I work called the Frosted Key
Yep.
Lime, and every time I hear it, I think of my owl, and I'm like, it's my.
So I'm
You realize Mari has never called it the actual name. She's always called it key lime, right?
Yes, she's a good owl.
So I have a concern because I was idly rolling my dice as you do, and I got 4 ones in a row.
Nice. We'll see if that
It's
keeps
probably
up.
not an omen.
Maybe change dice.
So,
Or keep them.
I don't like that.
Kelly, as you finish your spell and the information, the lore of the shattering floods into your mind. That was right. The shattering is what you wanted.
And how it pertains to Elumir Aruna, because that's her. She's afraid of what the Dragon Mother really has done. But she'll take any information on it. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how, if there's anything to be gleaned about that here. Yeah, so the information that you get at the one second. So the
Suspicion.
Arcane Mother, also known as Kaz, was on a quest. Harnessing the energies of this world she sought to destroy the Dragon Mother. She created 12 stone. Small to her at the time, and hid them. Decades passed as she waited for the right time, the right moment. When the time came, she was betrayed by the people who lived in this world. Mortals who were tired of being treated like pawns by the gods. Tired of the sacrifice. Tired and angry. Cass had given to them knowledge, the understanding of the arcane. She never thought they could do anything with it. They found her stones over the years. They learned about them. They discovered how to activate them. And they learned how to use them against the gods. In doing so, they knew that if they shattered the gods, they would also shatter the Dragon Mother. And if the Dragon Mother was to die, the world would end. So they locked her away. Safe. When they activated the Force, it shattered the heavens, destroying all of the gods, except for the Dragon Mother. The pieces of which were sent to every end of the celestial temples. But gods can never truly be destroyed. As time went on, and guidance was needed, and new life came to this world, the gods were reformed, but nobody knew who or what they should look like. So different opinions came through here and there. Everyone had their own ideas, with no one thought being allowed to bind the gods together. They came together in the only way they could, evenly. An equal number of gods, each one two parts of a whole. But that's not the only story. There's a flip side to the coin. The Arcane Mother, she saw what was about to happen. She protected herself. She split the realms between the Prime Material and the Feywild. Only a small portion of her was split away to become one with the other gods. The rest shattered, and she hid throughout the world. What was left, the one sentient piece of her, became Fae themselves, known as the Baba Yaga. And the pieces became the Nicosta. That is the story of the 12 stones.
Callie's skin, as she's listening to the story that's being told in her head, her eyes completely glazed over and blank, begins to crackle with electrical energy as she grows angrier and angrier and angrier at what she's hearing. And her chest starts to build this low rumble, which sounds like it's probably going to be a dragon's roar when it finally comes out. And as she comes out of it, just this lightning is released along with the roar. It just kind of erupts into the sky. She purposely aims up to not, hurt anybody nearby, but she is angrier than Primart has ever seen her. Zach, you're too cute. God damn it.
I did the same thing.
Zach, you're so fucking cute.
Angry girlfriend is angry.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the gentle one.
What?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Callie?
I'm not okay, no.
What's wrong, Callie?
The Dragon Mother is split and scattered all over the celestial realms.
What does that mean? I know nothing of.
She's in pieces. And Cass did it.
Yeah, that's what formed the other gods. So,
Callie will explain what she learned.
As she's explaining, Nathan's next to Mara. Once he hears about the Nicosta, especially, just kind of grabs her hand.
She'll squeeze it back. She looks very worried and scared.
Well-
Just as a clarification, what did you just say? I'm sorry, I was trying to do two different things. It wasn't the Dragon Mother that was split. It was all the other gods. The Dragon
I
Mother
thought
was
you said
locked
that-
away.
The Dragon Mother is protected.
Okay.
Safely locked away.
Safely
And then I
locked away.
misunderstood because it sounded like you said that she was locked away and then scattered throughout the celestial
No, the
realms.
Arcane Mother and all
Okay.
the other gods were the ones
Apo-
destroyed and scattered.
I
And
apologize.
then they came back together in the Celestial Realms as the new god.
Okay.
Sorry.
My apologies. So then I would have had it correct.
Yeah. No, you said it
But
correctly in game.
she's still
yeah,
bound
we
and
read-
locked away somewhere. We don't know where.
Correct.
So she'd still just be just as angry.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
would have
But it wasn't. It
raised-
was the people that locked her away to protect.
only because of what Cass taught them and
Correct.
because of how Cass treated them. So
How all the gods treated them, except the Dragon Mother.
yeah, she's pissed. So, but yeah, so
Or the
She's-
original gods, the flavor you get from your books and things, Callie, and the teachings was that they were very, very much kind of like the Greek gods were. They,
yeah,
humans were just playthings. They did whatever they wanted to them and with them as much as they wanted.
so yeah, Kelly.
They weren't
So the
humans,
gods are
but
dicks.
whatever the creatures.
I mean, we knew that.
I mean,
Gods are gods.
yeah, because we found that out recently that all the gods split up and then they came back together, and that's how they made the new monsters. Mine is Nia and Un merged together, and that's where you get mine from.
Right. But she's trapped somewhere.
Should we? I don't. What do we do with this information?
I mean, clearly her influence continues to, be out there. You can do
Well-
anything that you can do.
I mean, the 12
There's-
stones have been activated almost.
There's
Ninth
also the
one.
fact
Which one is
that
the ninth god?
the fact of
That's
the matter
possibly not
the
relevant.
fact of the matter is there are 9 stones, or there's 12 stones on this island that were activated or created by Cass, but they were subverted by the people who lived on this island. Those people were the same people who locked away the Dragon Mother for her protection. Meaning, most likely, whatever the foot of the Dragon Mother is, it's here, and she's still there.
And
Yeah.
I want her released from bondage.
This is sorry, this is possibly not relevant at all. So do you think there's a reason that Cass can't find the ninth one? What's the ninth god and the order of the creation and the months, and that would be the first of.
Let me think.
Could it be her?
Do you think that's the reason why, or just maybe just overthinking?
No, it would make sense if you can't find it because it's hidden.
Ren is the ninth.
Which one's that one?
War.
Okay, that's a little concerning.
Oh, that's yeah. Because aren't the?
But possibly, hopefully not related.
I mean, Guyana is making a war towards. That's coincidences happen, but I'm pretty sure this is not a coincidence.
Yeah, we're going to
No,
hope
no,
that.
coincidence is the right word for that. So what do we do with this information, Carly? Do we try to find her? Do we try to free her so she can?
Isn't that the story that when the Dragon Mother sees what's happened to her people, she just destroys it all and makes it all happen again?
Rather not be destroyed.
Doesn't necessarily destroy.
Is it rebirth? Is it
Rebirth.
retribution? Is it?
Rebirth certainly, but destruction usually not. Some more
Technically,
close-minded people.
I've also been reborn. I'm living a different life than I had before. Don't know any of it.
In order for something to be reborn, it has to be destroyed first, though. That's the issue.
Yeah.
In order to be reborn, it needs to have stopped. So, why do you think I made a deal with a demon? This god stuff is so confusing.
Well,
Not really.
That's a stretch.
I know.
I'm not keen on the idea of letting the creator of the world languish in bondage. And I think
No, that's
Cass definitely needs to be stopped because we don't want the Nicosta disappearing. And
Yeah!
we don't want
So
Guyana
then-
gaining control.
My thought is maybe there's two ways we could go with this. Either one, or perhaps the both. We could try and find the stone, see if we can figure it out on our own, see if we can harness in some way, but that seems a bit far-fetched for me. Or there is supposedly a very powerful fae keeping it hidden from Hedwig and Guyana. So, if we were to meet this fae, perhaps come to some sort of an agreement, that might be our best bet for both information and aid.
You know, the term "fey in agreement," that's a little dangerous.
Not quite so formal of an agreement.
I also had the
An
thought
understanding.
that, maybe we can't just take the obelisk by going every day and casting spells into it, but if we can get to it after she's done most of the work and swoop in and take the last little bit, maybe that will put it under our control, and we can do whatever it is that we're going to do with it.
That's the
I don't know
question,
what that
though,
is.
is if
So
we
can
activate
she-
it, we don't even know what we're doing.
She offered to tell Sedona what it is because Sedona used it, but you know, I don't know if she's got no reason to be honest. She also has no reason to
Or-
lie.
Or we remove Cass from the equation.
Yes,
Not opposed to that.
we can set Hedwig free, though I don't know what she's going to do. Or there's always just get rid of both of them. But
I
Right
think this
now-
is a 3-tiered option. Either best case scenario, we'll get rid of both of them. Second best case scenario, Hedwig goes free. Worst case scenario, well, obviously, the only other choice,
yeah,
which is what we must avoid at every cost.
we can't work towards just one, and work towards just the one that's really bad. And then if we can take care of both, then we can take care of both.
Reinhardt,
Yeah.
can I see that claw you found? I'd like to examine it for just a second, please.
It's not really a claw. Just looks like it might be part of a much larger, tapered sort of curved thing, which might be a claw or a tooth or could be a banister. I mean, you don't know.
I'd like to check it out if possible.
Oh, she's gonna shift around to position themselves to like tackle Prime Heart if he starts to run again.
Come
Yeah.
at me, bro. No, sure. He's gonna reach in and pull out the air
Wisdom
shale
save.
thing.
What are you pulling out of what?
And
The
Air
stone.
shell, cylindrical sort of ribbed thing.
if he starts to run, I am tackling
Mhm.
him. I position myself ready to.
I'll take the hero die. Sure.
Oh.
Again?
Roll 20 has been
It's
fucking people over.
All right. So, yeah, Prime Heart just pulls it out, takes one look at it, turns and runs. Oshin, give me a attack.
Fucking tackle this motherfucker.
Beat a 26. Because I assume it's a grapple.
I got a 21.
Doesn't he have?
Wait,
doesn't Oshin have to roll to hit first and then do that? I don't remember. Or is it just an
A
athletics
grapple
check?
is just an athletics check.
Okay, so it's athletics, not
it's the
not do
same
attack.
either way.
Okay.
21.
So Prime Heart
Jukes.
yeah, basically just kind of puts a hand out and just kind of pushes you down and leaps over you and keeps running.
Owen's gonna command Evangeline to go sit on Prime Heart.
Okay. Give me a grapple check from Evangeline.
Does she get any kind of bonus for being a large flying creature that can just land on him?
I don't know if large creatures get advantage normally. I have no idea.
Yeah, if she fails that, I'm gonna rage and run after him because I
That's
have the same
no-
speed as Prime Heart. I can keep up with
I
him.
I have a spell. I just don't want to use it on him because it causes damage.
21.
Please don't hurt my boyfriend.
Yeah, no, she's not getting there.
Okay.
Oh god.
So Oshin takes off into Prime Heart.
Rage and
Prime
run.
Heart's tearing off across this, but they're both the same speed, so you're not really gaining until he hits the jungle.
Callie is.
I
Which is
have
half
a
my.
I
Are you gonna do it, Nathan?
It hurts really bad,
Please don't hurt
I
my
actually,
but it get him to.
as I say,
Let's leave it Nathan's
Actually-
hands because you've done your action.
yours,
Owen's
yeah.
done his.
Owen's going to also, as when he gets the next chance, he's going to cast message because he remembers that talking to him in his head helped last time.
Sure, but Nathan gets a chance to do something first.
Nathan's just gonna have Mags run after him, and she. If I remember this correctly, I'm like my chest. Is,
Kill Prime Heart.
yeah, she's gonna fucking.
Dead. Well, that's one way to get him to stop.
She is going. It doesn't hurt too bad, so she's gonna do it, and it's you know what. Never mind. Never mind. It doesn't do what I wanted it to do. she's just gonna kind of try to grab him on the back of the head. Just gonna try to onto the back of his head. She's like,
Give me an athletics check.
sure. I'm just trying to get her to stay with him. That's all.
Won't be able to stop Primeheart, but at least be attached to Primeheart.
So it's an athletics check.
Yep.
I have a -2 to strength.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Come on.
Go ahead, Primeheart, give me a resistant check.
13.
That
13.
that's a 7.
So yeah, nope. Callie, you want to do something?
It's gonna keep flying.
Callie can use her Step of the Wind with her running to get in front of him and take the claw from him as he's running.
That's gonna be a disarm. So go ahead and
Okay.
give me a it's the same check. You roll
Acrobatics or
athletics, and then you roll athletics, and then he rolls either athletics or acrobatics.
27.
11.
Yeah. So Callie, you've got it. Wisdom check.
How far away is everyone right now?
Natural 20.
Okay, never mind.
One move. All right, so you're fine. Primarch steps out of it. As soon as you grab it, you don't feel any compulsion at all. And Primarch, you're standing there next to Lynn.
And the moment he stops, Mags was still flying and just into the back of his head and goes, ah!
She follows, just like slams into them.
Yeah, she literally just smacks into the back of his head and goes,
I was so close.
Definitely cool.
Oh, it's a good thing
You
stopped
okay?
him.
And then a griffin lands on the lot of.
I was about to cast Thorn Whip, so it's a good thing you stopped him from re-pulling.
Oh, it's
him.
okay.
I almost cast mental prison. I'm really glad you stopped him.
Why don't you want me to
It
run?
would have made him. It would have made him stop. It would have made him stop. You can't fight me on that.
You know.
We'll have words about that later.
I wasn't going to do it. It was a last-ditch effort. I knew it was gonna hurt him. I didn't want to hurt Brahma.
You
Thank
okay?
you. I mean, I don't have the stone anymore, so,
Okay.
whatever that means.
I'm just gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna put it back in your bag of holding,
I
so you
don't
don't have
think
to touch it.
Primarch should have the stone anymore because
I
he's
think
run
you're
off-
wrong.
How many times was this? 3?
Well, I'm not gonna let him touch it. I'm just gonna put it back in the bag of holding, so he doesn't touch it. So yeah, Kelly is going to examine the claw. Sorry, the stone, because I heard it described as a claw, and now it's stuck in my head.
All right, it's air shell. It's been transmuted.
I wonder if this was part of a Goa or something. Oh, I really hope this.
For what it's
Please
worth,
tell me I'm thinking bad things.
I brought up Goa to Hedwig, and she said that they're just like the rest of us. They're not old. They're
No, awesome. I'm with you on that one. I just had a really.
What are you thinking?
You said that he wanted to be buried at the foot of the Dragon Mother, yes?
yeah.
What if they've turned her to stone to bind her? And what better thing to bind a god
That's
than the eggshell of the world she created?
Oh shit!
That's a big Goa.
Did no one else think that?
Yeah.
I don't think very
That's what
often.
everything's- Okay, that's where I was. That's what I thought we were. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's in the center of the forest. Is
Yeah,
and
and it's
parts of it have been fractured off, and maybe if it puts it all back together, then it becomes the Dragon Mother, and she flies off and does whatever. See, I assumed we were all on the same page. That's why I didn't say anything.
No, not at all, O'Sheen.
When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
You and me, yeah.
Mostly asking you, apparently.
Apparently.
That's valid.
we just
Okay,
found out
yeah.
she was bound like 2 minutes ago.
Well, there's like the foot of the Dragon Mother. That looks like a claw. I just sort of.
What? How big is it? Sorry, how big is it? Can I?
Nathan, as you kind of look at it with your artistic brain, If it was, say, a claw on a creature like a dragon, you're looking at a statue that's probably 50 feet tall.
Oh fuck! How big is your dragon mother supposed to be, Callie?
It laid the world. So
Okay, this is a really, really, really big statue. This is like 50 feet tall.
and if
Big.
it's a tooth and not a claw?
If it's a tooth and not a claw,
Well, it depends on which tooth.
God's help us all.
Well,
Oh,
they haven't
okay.
helped that much so far.
How so if it's a tooth, if you're talking about incisor, if you're talking about, it depends on what part. It's a big loaded question. That's a lot of teeth in
We're also
something that.
we have jumped to about 16 different conclusions
It's what we're best at.
in
Owen.
the
That's
process
awesome.
of
We
examining
excel at-
this is
Well, we
all
jumped to that many
assuming
conclusions. One of them's definitely correct.
this
right?
is assuming a lot of different things we don't have any confirmation on.
Well, yeah,
Have you
but
ever met us?
Yes,
makes
this is why
sense,
I'm
also.
pointing out.
the man that apparently was protecting the stone wants to be laid at the foot of the Dragon Mother. So where else would he be taking it? Why else would he be focused on that if he was previously a drow devoted to Rinth? Would be,
It
I don't know.
It may not be the literal foot of the Dragon Mother, or this could be on part of something other than the Dragon Mother herself, or it could be as just a statue in the likeness. It could be a million different things.
Well,
I
if we know
don't
our
think-
Yeah, it's just the air.
That's my biggest key on that. That's
Either way, to be perfectly honest, we're not getting to that out the middle of the island where it supposedly is for at least a week. And this stone situation is going to be popping off in a couple days at most.
I agree with you.
think we've
Let's focus on the
our-
obelisk.
I agree with you. I wanted to look at it because
it's
I
definitely
just found
worth
out my
noting.
god is imprisoned. So
Mari. Are you okay? You've been really quiet.
No, I'm really worried. But if there's a chance that the Fae that might be protecting the stone could be part of the Winter Court, I do still have a favor.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, you do.
So we could follow that thread.
I
See
think
if
it's
it
our
is.
best bet.
That's a good idea.
Yes. I don't mind talking to the Snow Queen again. She was very nice.
After
I
she
know this,
tried
yeah.
to, kill me, she was rather nice, rather favorable.
Oh, I talked to her. Talked to me.
As you
Offered me a
guys,
bunch of stuff. Right.
as you guys are standing
Yeah, she
there
didn't
and
offer me
talking, you start to hear kind of a chittering sound, something you've recognized from Pip. However, it's not Pip's voice coming from outside of the camp. You turn and see Frau standing about 150 feet away, with there's a big open field now. There's no way to sneak up, and along with what appears to be, it's hard to tell, male, female, or whatever, but a very, very old Farosh, gray even. And this Farosh, who you'll find out is female, is wearing small little gourds all over their robes,
A crow.
and carrying a little stick. And when they noodle over, assuming that no one throws things at them, as they start to noodle over, it sounds like rain. It's like a rain stick every time she
That's
moves.
nice.
She's a
Callie
little
is-
slower, and the two of them start just coming over.
Callie's going to turn and smile welcomingly and kind of give a deep, respectful bow, having heard the stories that Pip and Din have told her of the crones.
Nathan just kind of watches because he has no fucking idea.
Mari just waves.
As they come up, Frau, the crone stays a little farther back, and Frau comes forward. First, I'm sorry, Frau was sorry for trying to get you eaten and your friends.
It's okay, Frau. I understand.
As a apology, Pip says that you are struggling, slow in the jungle. We have a way of helping.
Thank you.
The crone has agreed to teach this, as long as it is not shared.
Thank you.
Yes.
Frau, I understand that one boon has been granted, and it's very appreciated. Pip had spoken of the crone's being of knowing of a way to potentially put a person who had been reincarnated back into their original bodies. And she just kind of nudges Nathan with one hand.
Pip has
He
asked
steps
about
forward.
this. We do not know that. You would have to go to the tribe. We do not speak with them.
Thank you, Frau.
You need holy places, fey places. We do not study these things.
Nathan looks at Mari, just kind of like,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
That's more information than we had, Frau.
Kind of turns to Nathan. Don't worry, we will fix your face. Someone will.
Thank you, Frau. It's not my face, thank you, but it's not.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that. That does wonders for my self-image.
Well, you got the. Never mind.
First of all, my scar looks a lot better than it did when we met. We all have to admit that.
Nathan,
We all
That's
have
a
to
way
admit
better ending to that sentence than I thought you were going to say.
to say. What did you think?
You
My
know?
whole face isn't bad. I'd like to
Oh,
think.
I thought, never mind.
Frau,
What
what
was
is the
it?
boon you wanted to give us? Or this lady?
Pip says, from what we've learned, only the Mari can learn.
only I can learn it.
We will teach you to go fast.
Sure.
To have the jungle work with you. It takes energy, magics, but it is what we use to escape when needed.
Would I?
Or to move, or to travel, or reach the far side of the island if we needed.
Would I be the only one that could do it, or would it affect the whole group that I'm with?
It affects everyone.
Okay.
You cast on many people.
Okay, sure. I would love to learn it.
So she comes over and she reaches out to take your hand and then takes you over to introduce you to the crone, which we will talk about separately because the crone is not speaking to anybody but Mari. And the crone will take you aside and through a translator, as the crone does not speak any language but Farosh, unless you speak Farosh. No.
Plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist.
Mari's from Lamina the whole time.
Well, a lot of people learned Farosh on their way. I couldn't remember who it was. So Mari is going to learn a special druidic spell that only exists here, that is only taught by the crones of this island. And then you're not actually going to learn it as of today. However, over the next week, as the crone comes back, you'll learn it. So when do you play next?
I won't play till next Thursday, hopefully.
Okay, so next week. So yeah, so by next week you'll have learned it and everything. That's fine. And then starting next week, we can have this cast on the group as a whole. So what it does is it removes difficult terrain while in tactical movement in the jungle. So you no longer have difficult terrain when in combat, and it triples overland speed. not combat movement, but overland, as the jungle actually helps move you faster through it.
Very nice.
So a trip that would normally take you a couple of days will take you, 2/3 of a day, just a few hours to get there and back.
That might come in handy today.
Might come in
I
handy
can't
for the
cast it
campaign.
today.
Well, but the crone will cast it to show you, and to start your training. They will cast it. And you can cast it on yourself. Up to 10 total creatures. So for today, that'll be the 6 of you, the mount, mags. I think that's it. Is Belt here?
Okay.
Belt's not here, right? Primeheart,
Is
your sloth isn't here, right?
Lash is
Lash?
not here. No.
Lash, not Belt.
Belt
was
is from the Crudes.
Belt is close enough.
Lash, Belt.
I haven't thought about that movie
He's
in
a
a very
hell of a
long
guitarist.
time.
I love that
Lash is
movie.
No,
Guardian
La-
of the
I
House.
watched that
Lash
movie
is
last
maintaining
week.
the estate. Yeah. She's the lady of the house.
She's we talked about this. She's super ferocious and she's guarding the house.
She also has the awakened
I love
trees
her.
to help.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's
I miss
guarding
Lash.
my chickens.
So the spell is cast on you, while it does not help you while you're just kind of wandering around, as soon as you start to make a purposeful move towards a long journey, as you just continually move, you just grow a little faster and faster as you go, until you are moving at a very strangely natural, brisk pace, taking large steps with every step. The jungle itself seeming to move out of your way, or to push you forward on its leaves, branches, and vines as you go.
Your noodlings.
You are basically noodling without noodling.
We noodled.
I've always wanted to.
All I've ever wanted to do.
Right?
Jay and I continuing to be the same person.
I said this the other day. All I've ever wanted to do.
Oh, Sheen.
You
Yeah.
can do the worm.
You can sense significant fae in the area, right?
Sort of within 3 miles, so they might not be very close.
Do remember that this particular fae has been hidden from the sight of a god. The likelihood that Oshin is going to be able to find it,
Well,
I've
a
never been
significant
able to find it.
building. I was just thought I'd ask.
We're basically
the building
gods. It's
though.
fine.
I might be able to find the building.
you have at
Like
least 6 more levels for your gods.
It's frightening that that's the number. That's frightening that it's only that number. Only 6. That's
And
scary.
only 4 more levels until we get a god complex.
No, Owen already has one of those.
Do you want to see if you can locate the?
I can try to find the house. That might be easier to find.
That's true.
Because
No,
I
we
can
move
locate
faster.
buildings, and that's definitely a building. Probably,
Is
definitely
it a building?
I actually don't know.
Isn't the building, sentient?
And it has legs.
Yeah.
But it's still a
I heard of someone getting
building.
crushed by one. Somebody just getting stepped on. Poor black
Wow.
Poor slippers.
bastard.
I could also look for other things. I can look for.
I got a
Okay.
feeling.
I found the obelisk somehow. I don't remember how.
I got a feeling that if we want to find the Fag, we'll have to rely on them finding us.
I mean, isn't that how it typically is with Fae?
Possibly minerals. I don't know if the obelisk counts as a mineral, but it would be. If
I
it
mean,
could, it'd be
depends on
quite.
It depends on what the obelisk is made out of. If it's made out of like a quartz or obsidian or a jade or a jasper, or it should technically be a mineral because those are all
It's
technically minerals. So
black until you cast a lot of spells into it. What's that one?
You know, I don't
And then it's
fucking
green.
know, Oshi. I don't fucking know. It's black until you cast spells into it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that was
what
the
color
whole
does it? Oh, I haven't seen one now, have I? What color does it turn when there's spells?
clear. And then it stays clear.
Does it look like a quartz? Sorry, nerd brain going off so hardcore.
Sort of.
I couldn't recognize what kind of stone it was.
At this point, I say our best bet
I-
might be trying to find out where the stone might be via triangulation.
Have any of you seen the stone in person?
I have.
Well, we saw the other one, and they said that they're located on the map, sort of like a clock. So I thought yesterday, and no one seemed to really pick up on it. If we put down with the one that we know, and then we draw a line across from 9
We
to
should be, yeah, you
5,
could be able to
and
figure
then
it
the
out.
other way, you could find 12 to 1, and then you could sort of just plot them on there.
Do you have a map? I have a map.
No.
What am I fucking? Wait, what sort
That
of
was
map?
also the problem because
Lamina's kind of
no
impossible to
one
map.
seemed to understand what I was getting across, and no one had a map. They just brought up that Pip had one, and I don't know where Pip is.
So using that, you can get a general idea. The problem is that you've been told they're not exactly perfectly there, but even if they're within a mile, you still got a large area to look for in a particular area. But you can get the basic general idea of where you think it might be. It at least gets you, within a 20 minutes, 30-minute travel when you figure something out. The point is you need to get to that point probably.
The reason I ask is I can cast a certain spell without using any materials. And if I have either a location or the likeness, or I've heard of it, I can maybe locate it that way. I'm essentially saying I can cast Scrying with Walker in Dreams because I'm 14th level now. And I don't have
Nice!
to have material components.
Fuck, that's awesome!
Neat.
I mean, if we just describe it really well to you,
Or just
would that
I
work?
it might not, but there's a chance it could. It'll be difficult.
Just
Yeah.
those who've seen it, do you think you'd be able to draw it down? I always have charcoal and paper.
Well, it's
Always.
not really
seen
that
that
complicated.
stone.
It's just.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
What?
we've seen the stone we've seen. We have not seen the stone we're looking for.
Well, shit. Okay.
I think
You want
though,
me to at least try?
yeah, getting us
to look
within a
for-
mile, and then between Ocean and Mari, we could probably locate it.
I could find it within 3 miles. I could probably do it from our camp.
Well, if you can
It was that close.
well, I had to have seen it before, never mind. Yeah, I would maybe be able to find the stone by maybe having it described to me and an idea if they're all kind of similar, but otherwise, like, I can't do very much. I had to have been to the
That's the
location.
problem.
That's it.
I could look for it. I just don't know what to look for. Should I look for minerals or I can look for 3 things. I can look for minerals and I can look for buildings. But everything else is plants and animals and people and fae and fiend and undead and all that. And water. But it's not really any of those. Guess I can try to look for the other 2. Influence of some other planes, except there wasn't really anything outside of what we already find.
Well, let's see what we can do.
You want me to try?
May as well.
Takes 10
Couldn't
minutes, so. Takes 10 minutes, so if someone else wants to do something while I do that, they can try that too.
I'd have to wait to do what I'm doing after. So
All right, so what's happening first?
I'm casting Commune with Nature to look for buildings and for prevalent minerals. I don't know if it's going to bring up the
Minerals?
obelisk, but yeah, that's one of the
Oh,
things
I
to
see
look
what
for
you're saying.
because it's like sort of a crystal.
Now you'll need this will all need to happen once you get there because you only have 3
Within 3 miles.
within 3 miles. So so the first thing you're gonna be doing is traveling over land. I think that's the first thing that has to happen, right? So is there anything you guys need before you start heading out?
I'm gonna grab
My weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my weapons.
Yeah,
'Cause
pretty
I never
much.
get to use
That's
my
all on the
fucking
ship.
Right, you have your
sword.
normal stuff. Just want to see if anybody want anything else.
Just triple check that Glitter is having fun with his babysitter Lark.
Lark's getting practice.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Nathan is going to use because he's got a glamour. He's got glamour studded studded leathers. He's just gonna make it look different. I'll draw something, but he's just gonna make it look different. Just be that bitch.
Actually, as you go to check on your glitter child, they're sleeping in bed. And there's a little bed they've made underneath the other bed in the mansion, and they are curled up, sleeping in the bed. Not moving or nothing, just laying there sleeping.
I don't wake him up. I just appreciate how cute it is.
Okay.
Like it's the very quiet, like tiptoe out to not wake the baby.
Give me a perception check.
Is this based on sight?
Sure.
I moved my die before I actually saw what it was, so I'm gonna roll it again.
That's fine.
Glad that was at a 24.
So you're looking at this your child. You can't hear me?
You're cutting in and out.
Oh, we all testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better? Any better right there? Okay. So no, yes.
You
Sounds
weren't
good.
cutting
Yeah,
out
I
for
didn't
me.
sound-
Okay. So you are looking at the at your child in this bed, and as you do so, something seems a little off. You're not sure. Maybe it looks a little smaller. Not moving, like not moving at all. Like not breathing. Nothing.
Gonna lean down to try to like touch him.
As you
Pet him?
as you try to touch it, your hand goes right through.
Okay, Glitter, where are you?
You hear "no," and he comes walking out from underneath one of the pieces of furniture.
Where? What are you doing?
Practicing? And he gives you a big smile.
Practicing for what?
Sneaking out.
Illusioning?
Yes. Why?
So I can be better at hide and seek.
Okay. Okay. What were you planning on doing today?
Playing hide and seek with Uncle Lark.
So you were making an illusion of you and Lark to hide from Lark.
Yeah, so I was thinking wait a second. Yeah, so I was thinking that I would say that we were going to play hide and seek, and then I would create the illusion of me sleeping, and I would hide. And then Uncle Lark would think I fell asleep, and he'd stop looking, and I would win.
Okay. Is that all?
And then I would sneak out.
Okay, well, you're not going to sneak out because it's really dangerous.
But I'm bored.
I'm sorry, but you should have stayed home. I know that you wanted to be with me, but it's really dangerous, and that's why I didn't bring you in the first place.
There's not. How is it dangerous? Look, there's nothing out there. There's literally
Okay,
nothing for like
there's-
a mile now.
There's actually trees. They're just
There's
not there
no
right now.
trees. Dad,
They're just not
Dad,
there
there's
right now.
no trees. Look,
Okay, but we're
They're
going into
gone.
the trees, and in
Uncle
the
Owen melted the trees.
he didn't melt the trees. They're still there. They'll be back.
Well, then let me go outside when they're not here. Although I'm not really a big fan of the water under the ground.
Yeah, there's the water, and there's so much. It's too open. There's so many things that could come out of the forest and come after us. I'm sorry.
He turns and just walks back into his bed and just kind of flops down, all four legs just going out in different directions.
I'm sorry. We're trying to find a way back now, so
Okay,
you can get home and you won't be bored anymore.
okay.
And your
Okay,
dad's
goodbye.
trying to find you. Your dad's trying to find a way to take you home, so you can.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
I love
Stay
you, Dad.
here.
God, Dad.
I love you.
Right. I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah. Going to leave. I'm gonna keep an eye out to make sure that he stays by.
He stays behind. So, you guys get together and start traveling northwestern direction. And in just a few hours, you are much farther away and much deeper into this jungle than you've ever been. However, one of the nice things that seems to be a side effect of this spell, or maybe the purpose of it, is you don't seem to be bothered or hindered by any of the other creatures or plants that exist here. I mean, if you ran right into one of the red creatures, I can't remember what they're called, the viral plants, like what the heck were they were from the first one? I'm sorry, I don't have my notes up. If you ran right into one, yeah, they'd probably
The
still attack you.
parasites?
Thank you, the borocytes. They would probably still attack you, but for the most part, as you're zooming by, they seem to ignore you. Any of the strange carnivorous plants and animals that are around. So you come to a part of the jungle you've never been in before. I mean, you have been for a couple of hours there towards the end. You think that you're close. What do you do?
Okay, do you want me to look?
It wouldn't
Yes,
hurt.
Worth a shot.
I'll be vigilant. Primarch looks around.
Alright, I'm gonna try to cast Commune with Nature to look for prevalent minerals and buildings. That's not really a building.
Which do you want to do first?
The minerals, because I feel like that's more likely to be it.
All right. So as you close your eyes and you cast your spell, your bear spirit guide manifests near you and turns towards the jungle and starts to walk, guiding you towards the most prolific mineral, the most important mineral that exists here. After about 10 or 15 feet, you start to hear soft music. Sounds like a flute of some kind. And your bear companion falls asleep. And your spell ends.
Okay.
That was
Shit.
quick.
So it started to show me
Mhm.
there was music on it into the spell.
That's odd. What direction did it
Yeah.
go?
Sort of point in the direction.
I I can't cast scrying on a location I haven't seen, so I can try.
Well-
I don't know.
So that might mean that something. Well, we knew something was protecting it. Does that mean someone is actively stopping people from finding it?
I mean, with what
Probably.
might be there is not a crazy thing to assume. Especially if it's a fey creature. It's not crazy to assume.
Yeah, there is some sort of music before it ended, so I don't know if that means anything.
Primarch jogs over to the spot where Oshin gestured. The bear fell asleep.
Well, you wouldn't have seen it. It was all in Oshin's kind of ghost memory. You have a
Right.
spell
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But Oshin did point to a direction.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was just gonna go in that direction, just within sight of everyone.
Okay. All right, so you do so. What do you do then?
I'm just trying to listen for any music.
Normally, it just sort of shows me a direction, then, so maybe that's the right way.
I mean, you got stopped from seeing further, so it's not a crazy assumption to make.
Okay.
We might as well see. We don't have any other
Yep.
leads currently. So Mari's gonna follow Primeheart.
All right, you guys start heading in
Yeah,
that direction.
I'll part.
Yeah, Kelly will too.
How long do you guys travel?
Like an hour?
Not, I mean, far enough that it would still be within the range of the spell. So,
What's the range
not
on
like
the spell?
3 miles.
So 3 miles
So-
is about 5 minutes of walking.
Yeah.
With you guys, with your speed now.
That's a crazy
Shit,
sentence.
that's fast.
That's a crazy sentence.
Might be a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Because it seemed like the spell picked something up, but I don't
Correct,
know what it
yeah,
was.
absolutely.
So, that's,
So you guys travel for a while, but nothing seems to come up. Nathan and Mari, maybe? Who has that trackless, that step, that
The
thing that
Outlander
they
thing?
can...
The Outlander feat?
Yeah,
or whatever?
Outlander.
Yeah, I do.
That's it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
So the two of you, after about a mile and a half, you guys start to recognize the path you're kind of traveling. It seems to be the same, almost identical to what you were. Actually, it is identical to what you were at before. However, you're not in the same spot. The sun is different, and there are other hints, clouds and things. You didn't teleport. You're not going backwards. You didn't turn around. It's just identical.
This is weird.
Yeah.
What's
This is really weird.
fey magic?
We're like in the
Could be.
same. The path is identical. Could it be an illusion? You think?
You mean like
Probably.
Owen's?
Nathan's going to use his magic. It's just gonna turn him on for a second. Is there any form of illusionary magic?
Nope. No magic except what you guys have.
It's gonna turn. Well, I was wrong about that.
Gonna sort of touch one of the tree, put a hand on one of the trees, and just like say, is there something nearby that you're all trying to hide? Because the trees can understand me when I talk.
but they can't answer, right?
They can. I can speak to them. I just have no specific thing like thing to understand them in return. If they're magic, or something, if they can respond, they can respond. I just have no specific way to understand them in return.
Nothing seems to change. You're not sure if they understood you or not.
Seeing Oshin do that, Mari is going to take her staff of the woodlands and cast Speak with Plants and ask the same question. Is there anything nearby that you are trying to hide?
As you cast Speak with Plants, you are accosted. Every plant near you within range is screaming at you to leave, run, and fear.
She's just like, huh.
Are you okay?
They are telling us to leave and run in fear. That's all they're saying.
Are they afraid, or should we be afraid?
I don't. I
They're
probably
telling you
both.
to be afraid. It's pretty
They're
obvious.
telling us to be afraid.
Done.
Of what?
I don't know. We
That's
already were.
sufficient.
Well, that
They sufficiently made me afraid. Great job.
I was already.
probably does mean that we're going in the right direction.
Loud. It's really loud.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay.
It's
gonna, like,
just
cover
really
me.
loud.
Yeah, I know. It probably sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's a
spell lasts
very-
for 10 minutes too.
This is a very good analogy for anxiety. Be afraid of what? Be afraid.
Just constant yelling. Vigilance! Constant vigilance! About what? It doesn't matter!
You better watch out. You better watch
Better
out.
watch
Better
out.
watch out.
You better watch out!
You better watch.
I
But I
could,
am-
in theory, fly up and make another mile-wide radius of nothing, but I'm not sure that'd really accomplish all that much.
Probably
have a
him
question.
from above.
I have a question. What time of day is it? Fuck. My brain is very tired.
By the time you guys got out here, it's probably early afternoon, 2-ish.
How dark is it underneath the trees?
It's very shady, but it's still light enough to see.
Shady. Okay. Because I had a theory. It's gonna be a really weird thing because I'm curious. Mari is no, because it wouldn't be this big. I'm gonna try. Mari is going to it's really weird there. I'm essentially testing to see if it's the thing I can do. She's gonna light just get like a stick off the ground and light it with her fucking cantrip. I'm tired. Her produce flame and just light the stick. And then basically, I guess in the best way, she's trying to see if it's the Hearth and Shadow thing that she has that can block light from the outside, the invisible barrier. So she's trying to see if she can see light coming from...
Coming from Frozen Mari.
The worst time to freeze.
Well, when Mari
Hello?
gets back.
Fuck!
Hi!
Hello? Did you hear
So
anything I
no,
said?
there's no invisible barrier like that you're describing. There's no issue with the light. The light looks
Okay.
perfectly natural.
I
here.
was just curious because I have a thing that can block light inside from the outside. Also, my Siri thought I said something to activate her and she was having a time in the middle of all of that.
Amari, how often do you listen to the plants? Do they always do that?
I mean, I don't do it very often, but most of the time when they don't scream like that most of the time. It doesn't, it's very loud. But I have a feeling we're going in the right direction, considering it's all of the plants around me yelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're doing something right. Obviously, we're in the right
Yeah.
place.
Uh,
So,
it's 30 feet of me. God,
should we?
I don't know.
I wish I was more help in this situation, but outdoors was never part of my wheelhouse.
But the thing is, mine is, but I don't know
Feywild
what to do
magic
either.
is not. Yeah, I was about to say I'm
Um,
very comfortable out here, but this is straight.
Got gonna approach a tree again. Just kind of put a hand on it, and like, it's it's okay. We're going to be okay if we find whatever you're looking for. If you don't mind, are we heading in the right way to find whatever is causing trouble, or?
Again,
Mara, as Oshin touches the tree and starts to talk to it, you hear the tree screaming louder, it seems. And as Oshin asks if you're going the right direction, it says, for death is the only answer.
they said that we're going the right direction for death. The one in particular that you're touching is yelling a lot louder now.
It's okay. It's okay. Trying to like calm it down because I can't hear what it's saying.
It's just screaming, Oshin. It's not gonna stop.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I guess that means that we're going the right. As bad as it sounds, walking towards death is probably the right way.
Yeah, I hate that.
Primeheart is going to stand next to Mari, pull out his holy symbol, and channel divinity to charm plants and animals, and tell them to calm their shit down.
Oh, thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
Like, present his
Calm
holy
their
symbol.
shit
Like,
down.
stop screaming at us. It's not helping.
So while they get a little quieter and their tone seems to drop to something a little bit more melancholy, they do not stop chanting.
Let's just try
What?
something for the hell of it.
And again, only Mari can hear that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not a fun, pleasant sound for Mari. She's talking, do you happen to know what's in the area that you're so afraid of? Because I can question the points about...
it seems to respond to you as you say that you're so afraid of, we do not fear.
Well, that I should be afraid of. What is it that I should be afraid of?
Death.
Helpful, okay.
Death from what? What's we supposed to be afraid of? Can you tell her what we're supposed to be afraid of?
Death. And they all just start chanting death.
Oh my god, so we're not gonna get anything...
What are they saying?
They're just chanting death now. That's all they're chanting.
Okay, that's not.
Not
I've already died. You don't scare me, plants. That's not true. I'm a little scared.
Let's try
Do
something
the plants
different
have a
on-
response to that?
What were you saying, Owen?
Let's try something different on the off chance it might work. Attention, whoever might be causing this fuckery. We are looking to screw over the people that you are also looking to screw over, and might be amenable to some sort of agreement in a mutual screwing of the third party, if you would be interested in speaking on such terms. Assuming you can hear me right now and I'm not talking to the plants that are chanting death.
What
They're
do
just-
with words? I was
They're
interested in
just
phrasing.
chanting death. That's all they're doing.
I echo his sentiment.
No,
I mean, if we have to get screwed to, complete this deal, I guess I'm willing to take one for the team, provided
No,
Primeheart's okay
I'm
with
not-
it.
I appreciate that.
not the phrasing, but the sentiment.
Oh, I meant the phrasing.
We know.
Alright, at this point I think we just keep moving forward.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I just want to get out of this 30-foot range, out of these goddamn plants.
Someday
That's
we'll
never
be dead.
something Mari will
How long
ever
does that
say, but she's like,
last? How long does that last, Mari?
10 minutes, but it's only the 30-foot range of the plants that were around me. So
Oh, I
once
see.
I'm out of that range, they don't scream at me anymore.
Does it like dampen when you put your hands to your ears? Like you're actually listening to them, so you could just like
I don't
pop it
know.
out.
I'm a cat. I
Earmuffs?
don't think that matters. I have ridiculously good
Press your
hearing.
ears down.
She's gotta pin her ears down. Oh
So you continue to move on. Eventually, the forest stops looking like it did. It is not a duplicate any longer. That's after about another mile.
Okay.
Why is I'm moving farther away, or we're making progress? I'd like to think it's the latter.
Yeah.
Do you continue on, or do you turn back?
I do get the feeling that you said it was like duplicated. I'm pretty sure that's the area we're supposed to be looking in.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I could always take Evangeline up and see if I can get a bird's eye view, but that also risks bringing unwanted attention.
no! I could also get Mags to go look, but
That's a good
it'll be less noticeable.
Well, and if Mags gets eaten by a flying dinosaur thing, well, she can poof back much easier than I can.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know, that's what I said.
Positive thinking, Owen. Gosh.
Would you prefer me to like climb a tree? I can do that and get a look around.
No, I'll send Magdalena because I can't resummon any of
That'd be cool. if
He's
you
gonna
could.
kind of scratch her on the cheek and just go, or like go, I'm just gonna, pew, and just kind of yeet herself into the as gently as possible.
Just immediately flies directly into the nearest tree.
So Mags takes flight and starts to fly over the tree line.
Being as stealthy as possible.
I understand. But still flying over the tree line, and as he does start to kind of search around, she does start to search around. She doesn't find anything, and I assume you're looking through her eyes, and you see that it does seem like patterns of the forest canopy are duplicated from one area to the next. Almost several patterns. It's like you see the same trees kind of blotted. It's almost like a very bad Photoshop just over the entirety of the this section of the jungle. About maybe 1 square mile or so.
But after that,
Normal jungle around.
he's gonna, as he's saying that, he says that to them and goes, I think wherever we're supposed to be going is located in one of these disgusting copy pastes. That's not a thing.
Pasta.
What spell is that?
Simply
You know,
Pasta?
one copy.
I have a good guess of what spell that is. That's a 7th level spell, isn't it? That is Mirage Arcane. Because Mari can take that spell.
Owen has that spell.
Except
Yeah.
that I believe Owens does detect it's magical. This one does not.
Yep.
I wonder if when Goliath Longlegs are standing around, they look like duplicated areas.
Ooh, maybe. Oh, I don't know.
It's
Of
all
me.
Goliath long legs.
This is their mating season.
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
I can ask if it's a tree or if it's Goliath long
Quite
legs. because
sticky
we
stuff
know
every-
one. I know Goliath long
Webbing.
legs. They can
What are you
be
thinking?
friends to me.
Mobilok! Gabby, are you here?
Calm down.
Never,
all right.
never, never tell me to calm down. It'll make everything worse.
Well, that's true.
I'll fucking fight someone. Test.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay. So maybe it's right in the middle of all of this. I don't know. It's fair, just an assumption based on literally nothing.
How many of us have sending?
I do.
3 of us. We could split into pairs.
That
Try and-
sounds terrifying.
It's a terrible idea. I fully admit it's a terrible idea.
So then why would we do it?
Because I'm running out of ideas that
Okay.
aren't terrible.
First of all, Owen, has something of being a terrible idea ever stopped us before? Ever?
Yes.
Give me one example right now, off the top of your head.
Give me a minute.
No,
Okay,
Can I-
Well, here's the problem. We don't ever act on plans. We just stand around trying to plan, and then something runs out of the forest and it tries to kill us.
exactly.
That's
exactly.
why we don't act on bad ideas. We don't act on any ideas.
No, that's a good point.
And when we do, we all end up fighting with each other over it.
Are we?
We
are
are the
we
best.
walking back to the doubled terrain, or are we standing
that's
in the
what I
middle of the
understood.
non-doubled? Okay, how far away is like the non-doubled terrain? Or like
I mean,
right at
you're
the
probably
entrance
right
of
at the
it?
border right now.
Okay, can I just
hard
to
to tell
test
exactly.
my theory?
It's just more patterns that you recognize.
Yeah. Just to test my theory, can I take something from one of the doubled terrains and take it out of that
Yeah,
and see if it
absolutely.
disappears?
It's
Does it
completely real.
disappear?
No.
Okay. Because that's the Mirage Arcane thing. You can take something out of the Mirage and make it disappear. So I was testing that theory. That's all I was doing.
I like that. But nope, it seems real.
Okay, that's all I wanted to do.
Right. Okay, so
I've got no ideas. I can burn things, but that's not going to help.
Well,
that sounds like a terrible idea. Well, I mean, all of our ideas at this point are terrible, so. That sounds like a slightly better idea than my idea of splitting up. But still not high on the list of things I want to try. Unless you want to threaten the plants with burning and see if they talk, which sounds
Yeah,
awful
I
as
don't
well.
do that.
I mean, they're just plants. We eat
They're just
plants.
warning us.
Just
That's all they're doing. They're just warning us.
Yeah, I've got nothing. Hmm. I don't
I
know.
could-
Besides just sort of looking, I can't think of anything.
I've seen one obelisk. I could try locate object and see if another obelisk pops up.
Yeah.
Worth a shot. Could be worse.
I can keep it up for a few minutes while we walk around. Alright. What the hell? Callie will cast locate object.
As you begin to cast locate object, I need a Constitution save.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. Let's see what happens.
Adorable.
What?
As that was adorable.
Is that the word you want?
13?
So you instantly get a headache so severe that you can't finish casting the spell. The smells of the forest around become piercing, like walking into a Pier 1. And you just get a headache so severe. It fades relatively quickly, but you just don't even finish casting. You can't concentrate.
I can't cast. It hurts.
That's not good.
Do you want me to try to scry to see maybe?
Sure.
I don't know how it's gonna work, but I can try. So she's gonna sit down for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm dying. Because I don't have to have material components or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and cast scry.
What are
and
you
try
going to be
focus.
scrying on?
The thing is, like, I don't know because I don't know specifically what this obelisk looks like.
Correct.
Yeah. I am going to scry on this area because now that I've seen this area.
Give me a Constitution save.
Okay. I'm gonna use the dice that Jimmy just gave me, the Isabel dice, and I swear to God. 14.
You get a headache so severe,
Yep.
and it lasts for the full 10 minutes. You almost feel like vomiting. It's that bad.
Is that all spells that
Like
are
walking
doing
into a
that,
pure one.
or-
So I don't like the spell up here one.
What spell have you guys been trying to use?
I was using scrying.
Scry and locate object.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Druidcraft on one of the trees to like make a flower so we know where we've been at least. Just to kind of testing to see if it's any spell or just ones that like would, I don't know, gain information in the area.
Which spell were you going to try to use?
I was doing Druidcraft on one of the trees nearby to like bloom some of the leaves, to grow a little bit of
Okay.
leaves to make it a little bit more noticeable.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. No, what's wrong with that?
Kelly?
I'm gonna try locate object again, but I would like to spend one of my hero dice to auto succeed on that Constitution save, please.
Okay, what are you trying to locate exactly?
An obelisk.
An obelisk. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about the pocket obelisk I had. Shit.
Damn it, Owen!
I mean, it could be the obelisk, but
It's an extra dimensional space. It doesn't actually count.
Damn it, Owen.
Also, pocket obelisk is probably a metaphor or a.
Oh, it
I was
definitely-
gonna
for
say.
It
I was
definitely
gonna say, it definitely
Kelly
is.
locates
All right,
Grimer's
so Kelly,
pocket.
as you cast locate the locate object
locate
spell,
obelisk.
locate obelisk spell, you push through the pain heroically, and it just fades instantly as you finish casting your spell. You get a ping, you get a direction for an obelisk, and then you hear the music. Give me a Constitution save.
Do I hear the music?
No.
Music.
Sorry, wisdom save. It's a wisdom.
Oh, that's much better. Music is starting.
Better
up.
say wisdom's better.
18 plus 9 is 27.
A save for this round, so you can move one round closer into the wood.
I start walking this
You got
way.
a ways to go. Give me another. It doesn't hurt. It's pleasant. You start to yawn.
25.
You make another 30 feet.
It's this way.
Give me another check.
Can I? It's gonna be really stupid, but can I, through my Nakosta abilities, because Mari doesn't like seeing her friends in. Hold on. No, I'm gonna. Hold on. I'm kidding.
I'll take the hero die.
I wasn't done. I was trying to cast something before you did that.
Oh,
I was gonna say I was gonna wait for Mari.
I'm sorry.
Let me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
let
wait,
Mari
wait.
finish.
Wait for Mari.
Fuck. Never mind. I don't have anything that affects saves. Never mind.
All right. Callie falls face first forward into some brush, which seems to catch her and gently break her fall. And she is just snoring like crazy.
That's what
I got to a minor direction and then I fell asleep.
That's what
I'm just gonna
happens-
lean down and begin to like slap her cheek. Hey, you can't sleep
Yeah,
now.
That's what happened to the bear. Fell asleep.
What bear?
The one that tells me about the area, the one that is the trees and nature and everything.
Oh,
It is all of that.
am I able to wake her up?
Eventually, it does take a couple of minutes or a few moments, so like 2 or 3 rounds. But yeah, she will eventually wake up.
Could we potentially have someone use and detect magic while someone casts a spell? See if we can see the source.
Oh no, I can't do that again.
Well, Nathan can constantly detect magic.
I I can literally have it going constantly. Gonna blink and boop.
Was this way?
Start going that way.
You can start
About to
heading
say,
that direction.
I don't have locate objects, so.
No, yeah, he
can't
is.
help
He's gonna
there.
start going that direction wherever Callie pointed. He's gonna keep his eyes on.
I would hope
It
so.
wasn't.
Keeps his eyes on.
It wasn't. I don't remember the last obelisk being inherently magic. I don't.
Well, this one's protected, isn't
Well, yeah.
It
well,
was if it was charged.
See, the thing is, if something is stopping whatever magic from affecting it, I should be able to potentially see traces of that magic once it's being. I don't know
how the spell
I'm
works. I've been doing it for a
I'm
long
speaking out of
time.
my ass right now.
Yeah, you are. None of the trees are detecting as magic, and they're all magic. So that's what I'm.
This is literally
the-
all I have. This is literally the
and
only
the
way I
obelisk.
can help you.
Almost like
No, but-
horrid fey magic.
I could try again.
Yeah.
to
No.
keep-
If you want to.
You keep getting hurt.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. It's just sleepy time.
I mean, sure, fine.
Yeah,
that
okay.
It's just sleepy time.
Just. I don't know. It seems
about-
never go.
Prime Heart holds me. That way I don't fall, and I just tell it which direction to walk.
We go to direction. We can probably walk in that direction for a little bit, and then if we start to.
My only concern is what if he can move it to each of those places? Or what if I just scry on a Fae?
So-
We might just run into him.
Is Nathan still moving forward?
he's gonna. He would have stopped when they.
Okay.
Oh, keep going, keep going. We can talk and walk.
Okay.
It won't hurt me.
He's gonna keep it up. He's gonna keep.
All right. So as Nathan continues through this area, one of the drawbacks starts to kind of hit you. Of all the trees, these patterns being the same, you never quite know exactly which group of patterns and trees you're going past. And after just a few moments of walking deeper into this area, your mind starts to wander. You have a hard time focusing on what you're doing.
Well,
You
he already
start
has
thinking
that because
about-
he has ADHD.
You start thinking about home, and you start thinking about your friends and food and fun and pain and anger, all sorts of things, just anything except what you're doing. And then all of a sudden you realize you've been walking and you weren't really paying attention to which direction you were going, and now you all seem to have no idea which pattern you're at and where you stand.
Okay.
I do have, because of keen mind and cartography, the background. I can memorize places I have been in perfect. I can perfectly know.
Yeah, and these are all the same, so you don't know which is
okay.
which.
I was just
That's
wondering
the
if I'd
point.
have a.
Gonna kind of look around to see if where I druid crafted on the tree, the brand new growth is. If it's in.
You'd have to
by
you have to
us.
leave the area because that was at the edge. So you'd have to kind of leave the area and go back, but eventually you kind of come out and go around and you can find that again.
So that's a starting point, I guess. It's just kind of.
Should I try to cast locate creature and try and find out who's doing this rather than where the obelisk is?
Yeah. I'm gonna try something different. I can. Sure, Mari can too. Druid crafting and marking places with different little things,
can do
growth at different heights, and sort of trying to make sure that it doesn't duplicate, so we sort of know where we're going.
Yeah, I can help with that.
So you can do it low down.
Yeah.
As you start to walk through this area again after doing that, but right before the haze starts to really kick in, you start to come across, as Nathan and Mari recognize, another set of these same patterns with all the same growth that you created.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that makes sense. So we just go into the center. I don't know why.
Where's the center?
I have a question.
Yes, Mari.
Is this the general direction that Primeheart was running in with the stone? Or no? Okay, I was just double
Not
checking.
at all.
Okay, I was double checking.
He was going to the center of the island,
Okay.
which is much farther east of here. Although
Okay.
you are about the middle of the island vertically, north to south, he was trying to go to the middle, the other direction as well.
Okay, just curious.
I'm gonna try to locate creature and focus it on Fae. See if I can't find a Fae creature rather than locating an object.
Nobody here counts as Fae. I'm shocked. Okay, we talked about that earlier.
Count as undead.
Give me so as soon as you start to cast, give me a Constitution or a Wisdom save. Wait, no Constitution on the first one, right? Sorry.
22.
You push through the pain, and literally the next moment you start to hear the music.
And she
Give me
starts.
Wisdom save.
I'm gonna spend a hero die.
Okay. You do get a ping of Fae nearby,
This way.
a few hundred feet away.
It's just a couple hundred feet. This way. Couple hundred feet? And I
A
have
few hundred feet, 300 or 400 feet.
okay.
I don't think you actually know the distance, though. I think you just get direction, don't you?
I get direction. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and double use and move and use Step of the Wind to get further in my 6 seconds.
So-
As much as I can.
Okay. That's fine. So you're going to split up from the group.
Owen would follow.
Well, but you can't Step of the Wind or do any of that. You
I-
get 30, 40, 50 feet away, you will
I mean,
no longer be able to
I
see
can.
everyone, and remember the phase, the
I-
haziness will start to kick.
I have a 40-foot move, so I can stay in the middle. I can follow and be sort of in the middle because I'm really. And
Sure.
I think Primeheart can.
I-
I don't want to volunteer Primeheart to do it, but he can also. We're both really big.
I
I
can
can Misty
also
Step and Far Step.
I can also send someone 30 feet as an action and myself 60 feet as a bonus action.
Shit.
So
Owen.
Wait. Yeah,
You
I was
have-
gonna say.
Dimension door.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Where do you point out?
But do you
exactly?
know distance? Because it could be up to 1,000 feet away. So if you don't know
One sec.
distance, then that doesn't really.
I have to double check. No, I only know direction as long as the creature's within 1,000 feet. And if it's moving, I know the direction it's moving. But yeah, I think the toggling, the good idea. I just want to get as far as I can before this fades.
So do you know distance or no? Sorry.
I do not know distance.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
just
So
know
you know.
direction.
All right. So you want to just go 500 feet? Just the two of you? Is that what you're doing?
I cast Far
I
Step
think
on
we
my
should still do the tiered thing.
So you're
So-
not going to dimension door.
I think I am going to. The spell ends. Fuck! It only lasts for a minute,
Okay.
but I can do far
Okay.
if you want me to keep up with you. So
I think Callie's given up on the running thing. Is Callie going to ask
can
Owen
do
to dimension door?
No, Callie was not giving up on the running thing. The idea that Oshin or Primeheart would act as a centering point since they can move almost as far as Callie can to keep everybody in a line.
All right. Here's the problem, though. You still have to make a wisdom save every round. So you're going to start moving. People are going to spread out and stay with you. We're not talking about dimension door anymore, correct?
yeah,
Correct, 'cause I don't
no
know.
dimension door.
Owen will say, just keep your head on it, focus on it, keep going, and give inspiration to Callie.
I will cast resistance on Callie as well.
Okay. I'll get as far as I can in that 6 seconds.
So, your next check, what'd you make?
I'm about to do it right now. Owen, what is your
D10.
inspiration? Awesome. So that becomes a 24.
Okay. So you're making another
Thank
6
you
seconds.
for the D10.
And the as you are moving, the direction is shifting as well.
It's moving.
Give me another check.
Natural fucking 20.
So you continue on, maybe even get a couple of rounds on that one. You've gone quite a far distance. You're starting to put too much of distance between your friends. You're gonna have to slow down a little
Yeah,
to let
she
them
will slow
catch up.
down.
As everyone is spreading out a little bit. And any other
Or you could stop running away and we could actually talk and parlay. Hello. Oof, a doofa. Hero dies are a D8 now.
Mhm.
You also have a D4 if it's within a minute.
It is.
I don't. Oh, resistance.
It's only 4 or 5 rounds.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, resistance.
Yeah. 22.
You're continuing on. Except now, as you move and run through, the forest seems to have turned against you. Every tree, every twig, every branch starts to try to slow you, reaching out and grabbing, slapping across your face, leaving red welts all over. Every round, you're going to take a little bit of damage as you continue on, and you are slowed. It is now difficult terrain, even with that spell on.
Okay.
God, I'm gonna push
Make
start.
it-
Mari is gonna use her bonus action to like bamf up to how far away is Kelly?
I don't have distances at this point. The point is, you guys are kind of spread out a little bit, and she's slowing down enough to let you guys keep up. That's all that I'm.
Okay.
You guys don't have to spend
So-
spells or anything to do that, unless you want to get up to her.
I want to get up to her. It's an ability
Okay,
that I
well,
have.
you're
a
up to
spell.
her. Let's just say that.
Okay. And
You get
then
up to
she's
them.
just gonna do a continuous gust to keep the branches as best she can from hitting Callie in the face.
All
'Cause
right.
It's a cantrip. I can
That
continuously
will
do
stop
so.
the damage from happening. However, it's not going to stop the difficult terrain.
That's I
Uh,
mean, that's fine, but I was more so about the getting hit in the face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Logan.
Mhm.
Is the direction still straight ahead of me, or which way is it now? Is it just
It's
constantly?
constantly changing. It's almost like it's going around you in circles, much faster than you can.
Owen.
Do you want to give
I
it a
think it's
go?
some- Yeah. I don't think I can keep up with it otherwise.
All right, point in the direction.
500 feet that way, guys. Okay.
He's gonna cast miss. No, he's gonna cast Far Step on himself.
Okay.
All right, and he takes Callie's hand, and he begins to whistle in various intervals, mostly fifths, and opens up a dimension door.
Roll me a d20, Owen.
Fuck.
I assume I can't use a hero die for this.
It's not a roll. It's just a d20.
Also, actually, he doesn't cast
Okay.
Far Step. Thinking about it.
That is an 8.
An 8. Okay. Your dimension door seems to work fine. In a puff of smoke, you and Kelly are 500 feet in a different part of the forest, the jungle, away from your friends, and you have successfully split the party.
Is the direction pinging in the same direction or no?
Well, considering that was one turn, I need a wisdom save from you, Gally.
I got this. Hold on. In his bonus action, he's going to give her more inspiration.
Using the inspiration right away. Can I stack hero dice and inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And resistance, too, I think.
And resistance. Oof, doofa. Okay, barely eking out a 20 on that.
Okay, so you are successful. You do have a direction. You went a little past it, you guess. So as you turn and point the other direction, the forest, the jungle starts to consume you. I need each of you to make a resisted grapple check.
Like everyone,
That
or
can
just
be
Callie and Owen?
acrobatics, correct?
Just Kelly and Owen.
19.
For you, I got a 29.
14. No, 10. That's not what that meant.
And for you, I got a 27.
Yep.
The jungle vines just wrap around you and drag you down to the ground. Stay pinned there for a few rounds. Callie probably during that falls asleep, I assume, as the thing moves farther and farther away. Well, actually, just loses the spell.
Actually, as soon as that happens, as soon as the words come out, he's going to cast Freedom of Movement on both of them.
Okay. You cast Freedom of Movement on both of you, and you are up.
Good job.
Let's go.
Oh, and actually,
As you turn and start heading in that direction again, I need another check from Callie. As the jungle seems to close together, the trees bend and twist to create a wall.
I'm going to use my second to last hero die to just automatically succeed rather than rolling on that. 'Cause even I with a +9 wisdom save is not working great.
Okay. The haze starts to kick in for all of you. All checks here forward will be at disadvantage until you leave this place again. All mental checks, not physical.
She's just as they're kind of moving, kind of like quietly asking the trees, like, "Sorry, excuse me, we're just making our way through. We're not going to hurt you."
They're not whipping you much or anything. They don't seem to be targeting you at all or slowing you. But as you start to head in that direction, you're really not sure if you're making headway going in the right direction anymore or not. It is very difficult to find anything here, even with the abilities as interesting as Mari and Nathan.
Oh, Mari was gonna turn into a wolf and start sniffing out for Owen or Callie, because she knows their
Okay.
scents pretty well. So,
As you shift into a wolf, the smell in this area is overwhelming. Some sort of foul, sort of rotting smell seems to be under just barely underneath the realm of humanoid scent range. It's obviously designed to stop exactly what you're trying to do.
Mari just kind of growls.
So even that, and with the haze, that will put you at a disadvantage for your tracking.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try.
But you're also at an advantage, so it's a straight roll. So go ahead and give me that straight roll. Callie, did you make this one? Did you get?
I used the hero die.
Okay, so you are standing now in front of this wall. What are you guys doing about the wall?
You just spell that?
I'm not sure that's a spell I can dispel. I think it's the trees just moving.
Can I use a hero die to automatically succeed because I have one left?
Absolutely.
Thanks. Mari's not about splitting the party shit. She's like, nah.
Sorry, I was just trying to get there.
No, I understand completely. Mari's like,
I'm not prepared for this.
can't protect you guys if you're 500 feet away.
How tall is the wall?
30, 40 feet, same as the jungle.
And it's made of trees.
Yes.
We could climb it. It's gonna slow us down, but we could climb it.
You got 6 seconds to make a decision for you to make another check. So what are you doing?
Owen casts Wall of Stone to create a ramp up over the wall.
All right. So you create this ramp up the wall, and as you start to climb, vines start to reach out and attempt to grab you, but your freedom of movement spell prevents them. You easily slip out of their grasp constantly. As you reach the top of the wall, Kelly, please give me another check.
Okay. $27.
Okay. You're at the top of the wall. You've got a 35, 40-foot drop. What do you do?
Owen grabs Callie and jumps off and uses the Ring of Featherfall.
Okay. The two of you float gently to the ground. As you hit the ground, Callie, you sense the direction. It's moving again.
Coward! It's moving again.
Do you want help or not? Because eventually the twins are going to find you. And they're going to find the stone. We'd like to prevent that.
The haze starts to lift from each of you. Callie, you no longer have a problem. You can detect exactly where it is. You start to head that direction. A few moments later, you run into Mario, Sheen, Nathan, and Primeheart.
Hey,
Hey.
Well, Oshin, Nathan, Primeheart, and a wolf with cat ears. And and that would be very adorable.
Very
And
cute.
you continue on your
Technically, I could do that.
coming into a clearing, a small clearing. There's
Mario.
many small clearings.
Drop the form and go back to a normal.
You detect that the Fae is right in front of you in the clearing. As you move into it, you see a small box sitting on the ground. It's about 6 inches on a side, a small cube, beautifully carved, little intricate vines on the sides, and a small little crank handle jutting out of the side of the box.
Hello? Nathan? You, is that magic, I'm assuming?
My eyes are still up. Is it
Not
magic?
detect as magic.
Doesn't. My magical eyes don't see it as magic, but you know what? They failed me before.
Do you
Does
want
it?
me to do it?
I
Does
can.
it?
I can.
Can tomorrow.
Does it remind Mari of the little bell that we got from Hazamu to be able to call them forth, essentially? Like bring them into the area that we're in?
It has a similar feel,
Okay.
but it is not from the same.
Yeah, I figured. I was asking because it the way you worded it and the way it was described. I can.
Thought one
By
of
all
us
means.
was
Yeah.
Faye-ish.
Mari is going to put the ring that she has from the Winter Court away her into her pack, and she is gonna go crank the handle of the box. Or open it however it needs to be opened. I'm assuming it's the crank handle.
There is a crank handle. Are you going to
Yeah.
just pick up the box or just leave it on the ground and crank it or what?
I'll pick it up.
As you pick up the box,
Yeah.
it's very, very well crafted, sturdy. You start to turn the crank. You hear the sounds of a music box, the little plinking sort of notes coming out, and the notes are familiar. It's a soft, gentle tune that you've heard tonight when casting spells. At least some of you have. And it seems to be the end of the song as it's coming to a conclusion. As you turn, you get it's very easy to turn until the last note is about to strike, and it becomes a little bit more difficult, a little stiffer. Do you push it past?
Uh,
He's standing
I'm-
very close to her.
yeah, I'm gonna. Before I do that, if it lets me, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability and get the Dex check availability to myself so I can have advantage, and then I'll push past and open it.
If you're worried, I can do it.
I don't mind. I just wanted protection. But yeah, she's gonna cast Enhance
Okay.
Ability on herself for the Dex checks and then push past it.
As you push past it, the top of the box pops open with a start, playing the last note, and out pops a small spring, and attached to it, a playing card. Actually, more like a tarot card. You've seen a similar one pulled by someone from the bag earlier. This one has a beautiful dagger that is seemingly magically spinning three-dimensionally in front of you. A shadowy figure stalking the night behind it.
Oh, it's okay if you only take the one. It was okay when GB only had the one.
What did
Nathan's
you
gonna-
just say, Oshin? Sorry, my brain did not process that.
GB pulled just one card like that, and it was okay when he just held the one. He didn't. Nothing happened like the time that he drew from the deck, or when Pesk drew from the deck. So that's
Nathan's
really-
eyes are still
Uh,
going, by the way.
The card itself is very magical.
What
Yeah.
school?
I don't
Is it
remember.
Is it transmutation? Is it divination?
I don't
Is
know.
it
I don't remember. I
conjuration?
have no idea. Let's see here. What does it do?
I was hoping maybe saying one would jog your memory. That's mainly
No.
why.
It's not that I don't know the schools. It's just that I don't know what the card does. I don't know which one this is.
It's illusion.
This would be whatever charm falls under. Enchantment.
It's in
See, I was
it's
sort of
enchantment.
Yeah, I was joking, but if we did, we put these little cards all together, then give the bad deck to someone, and then they just pull from it, and bad things happen, and then they're distracted while we fix problems. It's a really bad plan, I know.
Well, that would also.
It's okay, probably. GB pulled the one from the bag, and when it's by itself, it's okay. If anything was going to count as pulling a card, it'd be pulling the card out of the bag, right?
True.
Guess so.
I'm gonna do a dumb thing. I'm nervous, but she'll take the card.
Okay. You have a card now. You have the rogue
Okay.
card.
Nice. I can't spell. Fuck.
F-U-C-K. That's how you
Thank
spell
you.
it.
Thank you, Tessa. Thank you.
Phis.
No, I knew as soon as I said that, I was like, they're gonna say something.
Something else strange happened when the box popped. Callie, your spell
What's that?
is disenchanted.
Fuck?
You no longer have detect magic up. Or not locate person.
It's like, what the
Okay.
I
fuck?
was gonna.
Whatever it
I
is.
was gonna
Whichever-
say mine is an eldritch invocation.
Oh, well,
Did
Suddenly combat. Roll initiative.
No, it's just suddenly just fucking. Just
Right.
dubstep. It's fine.
Did we succeed? Stefan
Ah.
like speaks out to like the forest around. Like, is this what we're supposed to do? What is this game?
the haze starts to come back.
We should
Can I
probably.
Can I close the box?
Yeah, you have a box.
I'm gonna
It's completely
Close the box
normal.
and keep it. Yeah, I'm
Little
gonna close
Jack in the
the box and keep it.
Box.
When her magic was dispelled, could I see it being dispelled?
Yeah, you would have seen it pop out.
Did it came from the box?
No, you don't see the dispel where that came from. You just see that it just went away.
Have we tried having the cards identified? I feel like that's.
Yeah, GB identified the one. It was just sort of everything, if I remember right. And if you put them all
Is that what I was
together,
doing?
you make a deck. And then when you have the deck, then you use cards
Hey,
from
guy?
it for. Yes?
Can I do something stupid?
No.
Yeah, we've been doing stupid shit all
No,
day.
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Callie.
Depends on the degree.
I do
I
want to
just
remind
read
you all once
everything.
again, this isn't whoever it is, whatever it is, has been able to hide from a god.
That's
Yeah.
Just 1 sec. Just because it's Nathan. He's gonna kind of look around and say, "Hit me with your best shot. Go on, do it."
I
That's
take
a little bit more stupid than I was anticipating. It's just
I
a
take
huge
it
That's
step
away
usually a
from me.
grade stupid.
Nothing happens.
I don't.
What? Are
think
you
it's
too much of
gonna
a
reveal-
coward?
I
Hiding in
don't
the
think-
shadows?
I
Owen
don't
grabs
think it's gonna
Nathan
reveal
and like
itself.
just starts pulling him away.
Okay, I'm done. I told you it was stupid.
Yeah, you didn't say that stupid.
Yeah,
You know
Owen's
me,
not
Owen.
wrong.
You know me, Owen. Were you surprised?
Can Mari walk over to the trees surrounding this area and cast through her staff, speak with plants again? Are they screaming as soon as she casts
They're
it? Or
still
no?
screaming. Yes, they're constantly
okay.
screaming, even when you're not there, even when you're not listening.
Yeah, no, I figured. I was just seeing with these trees because they were a wall. If they were
If a
to.
tree screams in a jungle and no one's there to hear it, is it still terrified
screaming.
of death?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
That's
is.
horrifying.
Kind of look around and I'm gonna call out in Elvish. Are you trying to hide something? Why are you trying to hide something? Why are you trying to hide who you are?
There'll be no response to anything you guys say or yell or do, really.
In Elvish, he goes, "Sorry about that if you can hear me. I'm kind of an asshole, and I thought you might be too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry."
Let's be happy we got something and skedaddle.
I agree.
You want me to try one last
Oh,
locate
yes.
object now that we're in the center? Or do you want-
I think we've got to know what we're gonna get.
We've got at least a general location.
Mari is on one of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to cast Druidcraft. Trying to think of, because she would have done sunflowers on the way here. She's gonna cast Druidcraft and just make a sprig of lavender grow out on the tree, on one of the walls, like the wall trees, just to kind of have it as a marker. And if she wanted to locate it again, she could look at that specific plant.
Okay.
That's why. just
Sure.
in case.
All right. Anything else?
Do you think the haze is coming back because the sisters are on their way?
That's a good.
Probably.
I think the haze is coming back because we've overstayed our welcome.
I don't know.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
Before it becomes really difficult to leave.
Probably.
Well, thank you for playing with us, I guess.
Sorry to intrude, but thank you.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm sorry for being an asshole. Genuinely. Mari, why aren't we using your favor to find this?
I don't
This is-
know if it's a winter fae or not.
Well,
And from what
And
I
the
even if
fa-
it's not a...
Usheen stands up and kind of looks around because this is kind of reminding me of things that I don't know. I just feel like I would have heard before. I ask in Elvish, if you're like me, I'm trying to find more people like me, and I wouldn't mind talking even if you don't want to speak with the other people around me.
No response.
Don't you have a
This-
spell, Mari, that helps you find a path to somewhere?
I don't have it prepared today.
This creature has kept us hidden from God. I think we're done here.
Okay. Should we go then?
I just feel like we've come all this way. We should try every resource we have. We know it's an Elder Fae, even if it's not a Winter Court, maybe even at least asking. Can't you
Yeah,
find
no,
a favor
okay.
for another favor?
A
Most people-
favor is one thing. Defying the will of this creature is not a favor. I'm sorry, Callie. We hit a dead end, but we found something. And that's more than we had before.
Was there a particular direction that the fog was coming from, or was it just sort of every direction?
It's not a actual physical fog, it's just a mental haze. You just feel foggy, like you've been drinking or something.
Is every tree the same type of tree?
They're all the jungle trees here, but not all exactly the same.
What?
I respect you a lot, Owen. We're not done here. There's something else here, and if we don't try everything, the twins are gonna get here first. Callie, I don't know if there is anything else here. We've tried. We've tried practically everything we have. We've tried. Except for one thing that I'm suggesting that you're refusing to try. Well, I'm not refusing any. Callie? I meant the group as a whole, not you particularly. Take a breath, please. It's okay.
Mari's just gonna kind of step away from the group and just look up at the trees.
All right.
I know you probably won't care, but that stone is the only thing that's gonna keep me alive. Without it, I die. If they get what they want, I die. I want to stop them. I
No
don't think so.
response.
Callie, trust me when I say I don't want to stop. You know. I am being very calm. I don't appreciate you being telling me to take a breath, Nathan, when I'm not the one yelling. Callie. I'm trying very hard to stay in control of myself. That was me projecting. I'm sorry. I can't lose her. Then suggest perhaps she use something at her disposal that none of us have that could save her life. That's what I'm trying to do too. Callie, if this has nothing to do with the Fae, then the Fae can't help it. We know this is an Elder Fae, Nathan.
what better way to talk to an Elder Fae than with a Fae favor from a queen, another Elder Fae?
I'm not going to pretend I know anything about the Fae because I don't. Other than you don't make deals with them and that they lie. That's all I know.
The Fae don't lie. The Fae tell the truths.
They twist
calculate-
truths.
That doesn't mean that they lie.
A twisted truth isn't a truth.
You realise I have talked to the Queen and came out of it without promising anything. It's not that difficult. I'm willing to do it if you want, because I've handled it before.
Fine. I'm gonna go over there. And he's just gonna walk off and just pacing in circles.
I want to try something. I don't want to break away.
I'm cooling off.
I'm not talking about you. I'm trying. I want to.
Mari's gonna pull out
I
the ring
don't think.
and try to
I
activate it.
don't.
Try to call the Snow Queen. Try to do something, because
So what do? You've got a ring in your hand. Tell me what you're doing.
I don't know, because I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
I'll try it. I don't know if it's gonna work, because none of this screams anything to do with the Winter Court. But I will try it.
I was thinking that the idea of the misdirection and the manipulating the forest and all that. I've never met other furbolg, but it could be them. And maybe if I stepped away, I could try to talk to. They've seen me come in with you. I don't think that's it. It was another option, something that could be happening. There's more in the Feywild. It was promised to me if I went with the Snow Queen, was find my people, and I don't know how to talk to them or to lure them out or anything.
Try it. And
As Oshin mentions the Snow Queen while you're holding the ring, it gets a little colder.
The ring does.
Mm-hmm. You feel it icing up in your hand.
Well, that's unique.
Fae make deals with other Fae all the time.
And it's not a deal, it's returning a favor. And doing this might save everyone, including you. They're returning the favor.
Think about Hazamu Hidabu, and he was able to trade away he was able to make bargains with other Fae. I'm sure the Snow Queen would bargain on our behalf in exchange for your favor back. Heck, we've got Owen here. He's got the silverest of tongues. Sure, if we need his persuasion skills, it'll come in handy as well.
I can talk my way into a lie. I'm not saying I won't try. I'm mortal. I'm as human as they get.
Ethan's gonna walk back.
Snow Queen, we just want to talk.
I want to call in my favor.
As soon as you say that, a chill picks up in the air that only you feel. 5 feet around you in every direction is frozen. Snow is falling around you that only you see. And everything beyond that is dark. You don't see or hear your friends. You hear a voice from the darkness.
He's got to put on a voice mod.
This isn't quite right.
Oh boy.
He's gonna change up the
Change
music.
the music. I'm not stressed. It's fine.
So, you finally come to me, so I may fix your face.
Shit!
Oh no.
All of you just see Mari standing there, motionless. Her eyes frosted over. Her fingers blue. She has cold breath as she breathes out.
Not quite.
At the edge of the darkness, the queen's face and crown appear. She steps into the light just at the edge, so you only see part of her. Not quite.
That's not why I called you in. It's not why I called in the favor.
It is your greatest desire.
It might be, but that's not why I called you.
It's not why you called me, fine, but it's what you want.
It won't do anything if I die. It won't mean anything if I die.
Sure. I suppose. So, then what can I do for you?
We need the Ninth Stone, the obelisk, to stop Cass, to stop the twins.
Oh, yes. We're at that part of the story. The sisters are close, I assume.
I assume so.
So it's still safe. So why do you want to find it?
The chance of them finding it is too high. The risk, if they find it, is too much.
It is being protected by someone very powerful. Very charming. Are you sure that this is what you want?
It has to be.
Just because I reveal it does not mean that he won't protect it.
No, I don't doubt that.
What exactly is your intention?
I want to stop Cass. I don't want them to succeed in becoming a full god again. It doesn't just affect me. It affects people I care about, people with kids. I can't let them die. I can't let them get hurt.
You would be so powerful returning to Cass.
I don't want that. I never wanted power.
And yet you seek the obelisk. That's all it is power.
Not for me.
If you truly don't think it'll be safer, I can return this favor for you.
I don't know, but it's all we have at the moment.
I will get you an audience.
Thank you.
He owes me a favor or two.
Had a feeling. Thank you.
She reaches up and she just brushes her fingers on your cheek. You sure you don't want me to fix that too? I'm sure we could work something out.
I don't want to make another deal. The last one, I had to give up my body, so...
All right.
Thank you, though.
kind of looks at the ring. In case you change your mind. And she just closes your hand over it. And she steps into the darkness and you fade back. Color returns to your hands and face. Well, of course, I forgot that no one can see you turning blue. The eyes warm back and turn to tears streaming down your cheek.
All right.
She's getting us an audience.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Does she still have the ring?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know I pushed.
It's alright. It was the right thing to do. I should have done it earlier. She's gonna not show anyone the ring and just put it back in her bag.
You know, walk over to her. You okay?
I'm fine.
I don't even need an insight and check.
Yeah, no, no. Nathan makes the exact same face I did. The expression drops and an eyebrow just goes up. A single
It's
eyebrow.
Nathan.
She knows.
I'm fine. She's just intimidating. It's alright. Last time I dealt with her, I had to give up my body, so not the best
That's
relationship
fair.
with her. I'm okay.
Okay. What did she say to you?
Asked me why I wanted it. Why I wanted to find it.
Proud of
Did what I had to.
you. And you did it. And I'm proud of you.
Just leans against them.
Kisses her forehead. Cheeky kiss.
You hear a little rustling and some pan flutes playing. A cheery tune this time. As some of the bushes move aside. Dressed in a blue tuxedo top. A little bow tie. And what you mistake initially for very fuzzy pants is a small satyr. Well, hello.
The die.
You have powerful friends in very, very cold places.
You could say that.
It's
Hello.
not.
Oh.
Good to meet you.
He puts the pan flutes away, seemingly into pockets that don't exist in his fuzzy legs. So, what can I do for you?
May I ask your name?
Firestarter will do. Thank you.
Okay.
That's a scary name.
I went through a phase. I'm over it now. It's all right.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming you were sent by whoever you work for by the Snow Queen.
Oh, I don't work for anyone, my dear. I absolutely am autonomous in everything I do. You see, nobody wants me.
That's sad.
You dress rather sharply. I don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We're here to help you. If it's any, consolation.
I
We're
don't think
head-
you are. You've
I-
been trying to find me, and I've had to hide. And I sent you a warning, and you still looked, and then you called it a favor from a very powerful friend of mine. One
What
of my
kind of
few
balls
that
is
are left.
Talk.
What kind of ballsy?
Yes, I see several of them. 8 or so.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I very
mean,
rarely
yeah.
am, especially in my own domain. So, what can I do for you?
Okay. We're looking for. Do you want to talk, Mari, or do you mind?
We're looking for the last the obelisk.
Yes, I can tell by some of the spells you were casting.
Yeah.
But you can't have it.
I
You see, I'm
figured.
hiding it. You know, to protect the world.
We
Yeah.
were.
That's very
Because I
good.
do that now. It's totally not to get my way later on.
Of course not.
Okay.
Well, it seems we have similar goals at the very least. We were hoping to come to an accord so that we might openly work together in some way.
Yes, I've looked into working together, and it doesn't turn out very well for either of us. At least most of the time.
Most of the time.
But yes, I have a special powers. I can see potential futures. All of my futures from all of my other, well, all the other me's
Incarnations.
And,
existences.
and I got a question you might not like.
Oh, goody.
How many of those futures do you see yourself failing?
Me failing? Very few. Most of the ones where I trust you, though.
But not all of them.
Sorry about that.
Not
There's
all
only
of
a few.
Yeah.
You
but-
see, by showing you the obelisk, it gives the opportunity for the sisters to find it, and, well, then I no longer have any bargaining chips when the end comes.
How many times have you been surprised by outcomes?
Me? Never.
Sure.
Okay. How many good outcomes are there?
At least 3.
Okay. So let's go shoot for one of those. That's
What's this?
3 more than none.
It's valid.
It's positive thinking. Got to stay positive.
That's my motto.
Yeah, it's a good motto.
So, in all these futures you keep seeing,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly are the futures that end up with the Nakosta not dying? And potentially
Yeah,
with,
I'd like that.
Cass being eliminated entirely.
I mean, all the Dakotas die eventually. I mean, you get that, right?
Yes, we get that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Not at all at once.
I mean, most of the time, it's just me and the Go at the end of everything.
Not, there's a Modron that could join you.
No, the Modron make a mistake a little while later. That's right before the end. It's okay.
Oh!
There's one in particular that can.
Someone dropped a 0 or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Okay. That's.
How do we prove to you?
You're super quiet.
You're super quiet.
I'm sorry. Tessa
You
has
are so
broken.
super quiet.
Tessa and
Thank you.
Caden.exe have both stopped fucking working because of you, Logan.
Yeah.
We were just
You
talking about
fucking
that.
the
More
moment
so.
the moment you said Tux, I was like, no, it fucking isn't. Oh my god.
So there's 3 good outcomes. So how can we make sure that this is one of the good outcomes then? If you can see all the potential futures.
Try saying that last part again, just so I can check your mic.
If you can see all of the potential futures, then surely you know what makes it a good outcome. How do we follow those steps?
Oh, it's very hard to follow any particular one. I mean, it's just be impossible for anybody except for me. So let's not try. He kind of sits down on an invisible chair, so it just looks like he's sitting and he crosses one leg over the other.
And can you tell
reaches
us,
into his leg and some weird pocket in the fur and pulls out a little.
and can you tell us anything more about that little present you left us? The card.
No, I had that laying around, and I heard that you found another one in some sort of bag a little while back. Just thought I'd give it to you, and thought you might take it as a warning or a gift and leave, but I guess not.
We
We're
We're a
very
bit stubborn. Yeah.
we're a tenacious bunch. We are. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna also sit down just to not be standing over him. Sit down on the ground while we're talking.
It's a good idea.
I'll sit.
he'll start puffing on the.
Anything else to do?
So,
So if you show
Yeah.
it to us, you have to show it to them, and we don't want you to show it to them, so you can't show it to us.
Well, if I unmask it to show anyone, I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You see,
What if instead of you unmasking it, you just give us the ability to? Is that a possibility?
that's unmasking it. It's the same either way. I mean, it's really, it's a little strange.
I don't think.
so
I mean, what it comes down to is, what are you willing to trade for it?
Okay.
what do you want?
What could someone like you want?
That's a great question. I mean, I know you don't have much.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
You have determination and tenacity. Can go along with activity as well. Firestarter. That's an interesting name. You
Yes,
earned that
it is.
one. You earned.
Like I said, I went through a phase.
We all do.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you just suddenly have a lot of fire magic in your head that you got to cast. That's a really bad way of wording that.
See, I feel like mine, if I had my phase name, it would probably be Angry Punch.
That's not a
Oof.
phase.
Something. Hey,
Ongoing
listen, I've
phase?
gotten on. It is not
It's a
ongoing.
lifestyle.
Thank
Do
you
you-
very much.
You hear
God
this?
damn machine! God damn
I've
machine!
gotten a lot fucking better.
You like power. Yes, you are.
Well, I like the right kind of power.
What sort of power do you want? Could we give you?
Probably what he already has.
No, I don't need or want this. This is very particular, and it's not a really fun outcome no matter how you slice it. But I'm looking for a way to leave this place.
Okay.
What I'd really like to do is find a way to go home.
I've
So
got-
would we.
I've
Yeah.
got a question that we've not actually.
You want to go home?
Yes,
mean-
but how many
Cinder
outcomes?
Haven, right? Isn't that the name?
Yes.
I've always loved that name.
I fucking bet you do.
By the way, you're welcome.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I'm not surprised,
Oh.
actually.
That's the
thank
answer
you.
to a question that I never realized that I had. So the actual question.
So he kind of, as you're talking, well, go ahead.
So how many outcomes are good for us that it stays hidden? That we shouldn't.
Oh,
go for?
none. None are good for you. They're all good for me, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So
He starts puffing on the smoke, and the smoke starts to billow up and starts to swirl across one of the trees, and the tree just sort of parts and opens and splits. And on the other side, you see Three Shores Lake. Did you want to go home?
Can Mari tell that's an illusion?
It's not an illusion.
Ugh. I can't. I don't have my son with me. Otherwise, I would.
No,
Really?
We can't. We can't. There's too much at stake here.
If we
This
leave
is
for
like-
home
There's an army
now-
marching towards the city.
If we leave for home now, there's a good chance there won't be a home for long.
Exactly.
I mean, that's true. Like I said, good for me, not good for you.
Regardless. Machine, I know.
You don't, because Mari's sitting right across from you.
That's not the only reason I'm fighting this battle right now, Oshin. Yeah, she's a great deal important to me, but so is my home.
We're talking about the death of a people.
An entire...
We're talking about the death of the world, actually.
Exactly. There's way more at stake than just this, just the Nakosta, just Cinderhaven. There's far more at risk here.
I mean, death or hatching. I mean, whatever you want to look at it.
What kind of power do you want?
I want
know
to
you
go
want
home.
to go home.
Or I'd like
But
to
do
just
you-
leave. One way or the other.
Where's home?
The
The
Feywild.
Feywild.
And the thing keeping you from going home is that you have to hide this thing, correct?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm hoping this is my bargaining chip to get home.
I'm assuming you pissed someone off.
I went through a phase.
Look, this is making me so fucking happy.
I have very mixed emotions right now. We'll just leave it at
I
that.
have so many emotions right fucking now, yo.
So, if you find a way to, say, help me get home, and actually, he looks at Mari, you could help me. I'd only need a little piece of you.
I'm sorry, what?
I've made those kind of deals before. Not doing it again.
Yes, but this one saves the world, or at least gives you the opportunity to save the
For what?
I just need who you are.
For what?
A piece of us.
I need that which connects you to the Feywild. Don't worry, I'll leave you intact. You'll just be that.
The thing
know,
that
a cat.
connects me to the Feywild is my blood.
Yeah, oh yes, I would like your blood, please.
Yeah,
That
no,
would kill
I've
her.
made that
I'll
deal
put other
before.
blood back. Don't worry about that.
I've made that kind of deal before.
Wait. Are you saying you could take her, you can make her just a tabaxi?
Oh yes.
No longer
I
Nakosta.
just need a willing Nakosta, that's all. And then it's yours. I just need the Nakosta energy. That's all I need. Basically your blood. I mean, it will be painless. You'll go to sleep for a little while and you'll just wake up at the backseat.
Could you turn her back into a human?
I don't know what would happen if I put a human blood in. We can find out. Might be fun.
No, it wouldn't be fun.
All right. Oh, you're horrible. Sure. Human, Goliath, gnome. No halflings, though. I don't like them.
You can.
Too short.
Could you make her not?
I don't trust
only-
anything shorter than I am.
Could you make her not only a human, but the same human she was resembling as her original form?
I mean, there's only one way you can look when you're a different race. It's just sort of nature. It's like a bubble. A bubble always looks like a bubble everywhere.
Not really true.
Are you saying that her soul?
Oh, it's
there's a-
100% true.
There's a form that has the general essence of her soul. So no matter what body she was in, she'd always look like.
I mean, the hair
her.
color might be a little different. Her eyebrows might be a little
But the face shape.
thicker or whatever. But yes, the rest of her should look just fine. I mean, we can always tweak and play with things if you want.
It's up to her, first of all. Mari.
Yes, that's why I wonder why she's not talking.
I can't agree to that.
The portal, the smoke fades and the portal home closes. Sorry.
It's okay. I can't agree to that.
Oh well. Know any other Nakosta?
Yeah, actually.
Oh really?
And maybe if you help us, we could give you a clue. But
Oh no, I would need a guarantee. Do you think they'd be willing to give up their Nicost acid?
honestly,
Probably.
she
Potentially
probably-
one.
Really?
She
Potentially.
potentially.
They're usually such a tight knit family.
No, her. I don't know her well enough to make that decision for her.
No.
All I need is a name. I can go speak with them.
We need to send to her first before we make that decision. Before we give her.
Oh,
them the name.
fine. Go ahead. He sits back. He reaches into his hand. He pulls out a little, or reaches into his leg and pulls out a plate with a slice of apple pie on it.
What
Sorry.
the fuck?
Primeheart, you said you could send.
Sure.
If it'll work off of this island, can you send to her?
I mean, yeah, I know her pretty well.
Okay. I'm just not gonna say her name out loud, so.
No. Primarch pulls out his holy symbol and begins to meditate, and then trace in the air a message to. Now I forget her name because I'm in the moment.
Jastra.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Jastra.
Yes.
No, I was thinking about the other Nicost. Yes, Jastra.
Yes,
Send
you
it to
might know one.
20 feet away from me.
Mari, I got this great deal.
We are trapped. It is Primeheart. We are trapped on Lamina Island, and we need your Nicosta identity to get us off of it. Are you willing to part with it?
Are you willing? Okay. Good enough.
Gets the message across.
I have no idea what that means.
Fair.
That's it. That's what she says.
I mean, he comes out of the meditation. I mean, she didn't say no.
What did she say exactly?
She doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's fair.
Well, he said it has to be a willing Nicosta. Would she be willing to have a guest come talk to her about it? To explain it better than we can over sending? It has to be willing. Can't do anything to her unless she agrees. If you want to
I
keep
can-
using
Her
a
more
spell
time with
slot,
Lark.
I can
Yeah.
send that one. I'll send it.
yeah.
There you go. You use your words.
I don't want you to
do
use
words
all of
well.
your energy to do it.
My words are bad.
You do words good.
Jastra, we have a being looking to make a deal for the fate of us and pretty much everyone. Would you talk with them?
Of course.
She agrees to talk.
Excellent. Just need a name.
Her name is Jastra.
Jastra Erasmus.
She's in
Jastra?
Cinderhaven.
Is it
Oh,
Erasmus? Is it
outsiders,
Erasmus
yes.
anymore?
Well, they're not.
That's
She's not married to Lark, so yeah.
Jastra Erasmus. Jastra. What a beautiful name. I'll be right back. And he just, in a puff of smoke, vanishes.
He's interesting as fuck.
Can
like
I
him.
just point out, Sildana's
I like-
gonna kill us.
Yeah.
No, Lark's gonna kill us. Sylvana's not gonna care.
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
That means
She
that
has to be willing to do it.
Also, I like him
she's
too.
got more time with her babies. It's fine.
I think
That
he's
Jack's
cute.
jacket. It's
She
very.
has to agree to it. She has to be willing.
Jacket's very nice. It's a nice.
Everyone's been so negative lately. It's actually nice to meet someone who's pleasant.
Yeah. He's kind of. You know, I'm not the person who typically says this. I really like him.
He did leave half a piece of pie sitting behind, too, by the way.
Primarch
Not
puts
eating
an
that.
arm around Oshin. I felt the same. Well, I did not feel the same. I'm not gonna say I felt the same thing you did, but I felt the same pull. I wanted to run into that portal as well.
Yeah.
But we do have something we need to do here. But soon. He gives Ocean a squeeze.
I'm sorry if I upset you, Ocean.
Sort that. It's really just everything. Everything. All the time lately. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, I guess it's the waiting game now.
Yeah.
And you
Um,
do wait about
um,
3 hours.
Jesus fuck. So what he was saying about being changed back, I don't think I'm gonna need the Feroche or him or anyone.
What do you mean, hun?
The Snow Queen let me keep the favor.
What?
She let you keep the ring,
Oh,
so
the
you
ring.
can contact her. Not
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily
Not
the
the
favor.
favor. She let me keep the ring. I'd probably have to make another deal if I wanted to go that route.
Oh,
Let's. The Feroche are probably a better option.
Probably.
I mean, it's good to have options open. Trying to stay optimistic.
As you start to
Option.
sit there for a while, I know we're running a little late. So as you start to sit there for a few hours, eventually a puff of smoke, and he returns. This creature sits down, sitting in the same position, holding what appears to be two very thin, square slices of brown cake, maybe smeared with peanut butter and tuna fish. He's about halfway through it, and he's like, "What? That was much easier than I expected. Only about 3 hours of negotiations. You're the fuzzier one. The blonde. Oh, Sheen, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you need to bring me your child." That probably sounded really bad. Part of
But
my
why?
agreement with Jastra was to return your child home. She insisted.
Bring me
that
your
be a part of
child.
it.
Bring me your
Uh,
child!
I can fetch him if you tell me where he is.
I'm going to eat.
Please
Well,
tell me where your
he's-
child is.
I don't know if he can. He's sort of in a Yeah, we've got a camp, but
I
Kind of.
Yeah, he can't actually go there.
can't actually get in there because I hallowed
Oh,
the
you don't
ground.
think I can? Really?
fake,
Why don't
right?
why don't you just use
Challenge.
ascending and have them put the child outside of your little protection spell?
Do you want me to have
Look,
Lark
I can't
hold
do
him?
my deal without this.
you
He
promised
said
to
somebody
take it
named
back.
Pinballs was very upset, and I have to help out. Then he hadn't put glitter in his beard for a week, and I don't know what that means.
That's a
Okay.
big thing. That's very
Okay,
big.
yeah. I can't.
I
actually
did think
do...
about glittering my legs, though.
Oh, that would look really
That
smart.
would be a good look.
Yeah.
Do the blue. Match the blue.
I actually
All
can't.
right.
Do sending. So
I
someone else.
can if you want me
can.
to.
Well, that's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to? I can teach you.
Well, I can. I'm getting there.
All
I
right.
think.
Do you want me to cast Ascending the Lark then?
Yeah.
Lark, it's Callie. Can you please walk 70 feet outside the mansion while holding glitter, please? Thank you.
Glitter's just gonna pop.
I think 70
He might
feet
kill.
outside
He might try to kill
is
him.
what-
All
Please,
right.
please be nice to Lark. He's a good guy.
Oh, no, I'm not going there. The child is coming here. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to go ahead and bring your child here now, all right? At least,
I'm
I
assuming
think I'm
Lark
going to.
said yes.
Lark did say yes, yeah. Of course I will. I am the law.
There goes.
I
I
am
was
the
gonna say.
law. I am the law.
So, as So a few moments later, the fire starter is sitting there. No, there's no children outside of your camp yet.
It's a cat.
I'm sorry.
He's a really a really cute little kitten. It's got spots and he sort of shimmers and he's in the sunlight and he can.
You think this would have come up earlier?
And
we literally spoke about it for about half an hour. It was not mentioned once that it was a cat.
He's awakened. It's
yeah.
Oh, that's delightful. I can fix that for you.
No. Keep him awakened.
All right, fine. That's fine. All right, it's a cat, not a child.
She's
Cat child. He's both. All right, fine. All right, well, that changes things a little bit. Hold on. And he sits there and munches on his sandwich a little bit more. And as he's kind of just chewing and munching, a few moments later, Glitter appears at your feet.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Awesome. That's just great. Okay, let's get this show on the road. And he kind of slaps his hands together, shoves the entirety of the half a sandwich in his mouth, starts munching on it. As he pulls out his pipe again, starts to smoke. And as he does, the portal opens up into the baby's room at Lark's place. And Jastra is standing there. She just smiles and she kind of looks hopeful for a moment and then shrugs and waves. I'll have lots of time now.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad.
She kind of looks at
Glad for
Mari. I understand.
They deserve to have their mother there.
6 months ago, I would have made the same decision. What it was like to be an elf.
Well, now you can.
Yeah, you're about to find out. Alrighty, so you can just go ahead, little catty thing. Would you please put the child inside the portal?
Okay, I'm good.
He was like, huh? What is
You're
going
going
on?
home.
there?"
You're going home to your father, and so
And you're
But-
coming too. Right? Everyone's coming. There's a right there. Let's go.
Soon.
Sorry, buddy.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Go with you.
Oh, okay.
Soon, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
child. I forgot which one you are. That's Kit,
Glitter.
not
Glitter.
Nathan.
That's
It's
Glitter.
Glitter. It's Glitter. Okay, it's not Nathan. Glitter, would you mind telling
No.
would you mind telling Pinball your daddy something for me?
Tell Pinball what now?
Can
Tell
you
Daddy what?
can you tell him to please check on my estate, and if anything needs attending to attend, I will pay him back when I get back.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Did Bailey just open the door, Chelsea?
Smart dog. All right, so Glitter gives you a big hug, and then looks a little sad, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Yeah. I will see you really soon.
All right.
Go chase some
And
chickens for me.
he kind of like, what's that?
It's like, go chase some chickens for me.
Oh yeah. I'll chase the kittens. I mean, chase the chickens. Yeah, that's what I meant. I turned the sad ending music from the Hulk starts playing. Like he's looking back. Okay. A few minutes later, he walks through the portal. Everest looks a little impatient. Okay, well, all right. Well, we're done there. Okay, let's just. He walks over, just kind of starts waving his hands, and smoke starts dissipating. The portal goes away. Okay, geez. All right. Took forever. All right. So here we go.
One last
All
question.
right. So, oh Lord. Okay. One more question. Yes, please.
Mr.
I've been waiting for this for a millennia or anything. That's all right. Let's go. Why not?
You would you be able to make her look like a human?
Yes.
require
What
it.
are you going to give me for it?
Exactly.
We'll take it up with someone with a few less strings they want to attach.
What do you want?
Yeah.
I never get
want-
nothing
No.
for nothing.
No. No.
Hey, I just asked him what he wanted. I'm not.
No. I love you, but no.
Well, you really don't like Faye, do you?
I don't like deals. Do you blame me?
Yes.
Fair. No
He kind of
offense,
comes
it's
over
not
and
a
just
big
walks up to Mari and just kind of like looks her over and like almost like there's a challenge involved here.
deal. Do what you want, you're not gonna win.
Oh, won't I?
Mm. I believe you have part of the deal that was just made to fulfill.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Mm.
There's something very intriguing here. You really want this that bad, but you're not willing to give anything for it. I don't understand.
She's stubborn.
That I am. Hi, Bailey.
She's... Hi, Goblin Boy. She is one of the most stubborn women I've ever met, and gods do I love her.
The people I care about, I'm not going to make give up something.
Fine. We'll just talk about you then.
I have
She's
different
not-
paths I can take. I don't need to give
She's
up
not-
something to achieve it.
What other paths do you think will succeed?
The ones I'm willing to try. And I'm not willing to try this one.
You don't even know what I want.
What do you want? I'm curious.
I already asked as well.
You're all asking in different ways. But she's not willing to accept the gift if one of you give up something. So that's not going to work. Sorry. Although, and he turns to Callie, your offer is very intriguing. But I'm not looking for that right now. I'm sort of tied down.
Kai looks a little confused.
And he turns back to Mari.
What?
No matter how small or insignificant it might be, you're not willing.
No. Because I don't want the people I care about to give up something. Not for me.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you.
No.
Even if I was willing to give up something.
No.
Nothing. I
She's
believe
made
you.
up
That's
her
the scariest thing of
goddamn
all.
Mind. You got your deal.
I'm going to make you one offer. I want to see how truly dedicated you are, but believe me, this is a true offer, and you can dial your friend up there on your little ring if you don't believe me. I'll make sure she guarantees it. A single gold coin. Said you weren't willing to give up anything. How true are your convictions? How stubborn are you?
Pretty.
One single gold coins, no other strings. And you wake up tomorrow as a human. He puts his hand out.
No.
Oh, you're
Mari.
good. You didn't even hesitate.
You faltered. You said a human. So no.
Wait, where were you supposed to be? Not human?
Nakosta.
Oh,
Nakosta with
All
human
right.
look.
he would have said
No.
human. All right. You show up looking like a human. You are all these things, these technicalities.
Deals,
I don't want you to
fey
co-stand.
deals. Fey deals, the wording matters. You said human. No.
I was actually trying to go by intention, but fine. You
Mm,
wake up in the
mhm.
Costa in a human body, your old human body.
No.
Mari.
All right.
I believe you have part of your bargain you just made to fulfill.
He takes a big puff on the pipe, and the smoke turns into a fog. Good luck. It'll be obscured for about a day. And then you'll have to deal with her. Both of hers.
Thank you.
I think we'll be meeting again.
If we do, we do. Have a good rest of your day.
I have to know, where did you get that jacket?
Modeled it off of one of my other lives.
Pleasure meeting
Will
you.
you take a gift? He looks at Mara.
What did you say, Logan? I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
He asked if you'd take a gift. And he reaches into his leg, the little pocket that kind of it seems to exist, and pulls out a beautiful golden apple. It's kind of it looks like a real apple, but it's kind of reddish and gold, almost glint. No strings, not magical. I just want to see where your line is. And he offers you the apple.
What is it?
Again, call your friend. Just a gift.
I just see two people just screaming. And I'm like, ah! What does it do?
It tastes delicious.
Mm.
If you get enough of them, you can make a pie, but it has no seeds. So this will be the only one. It's the only one that exists on this plane, actually. I've eaten all the others.
Have you now?
I have. Would you like me to take a bite of this one to prove? Not that I couldn't mask any side effects, but there aren't any. Share it around. Call your friend. I just really want to see how far your convictions go. How much do you hate Faye?
She'll take it.
You're warming up to me. That's why they call me Firestarter.
Mm-hmm.
He turns and starts walking,
He starts a
Puffing
fire in my
smoke.
heart.
creating the portal. He turns back. Well, some places they call me Yivris. And he walks through the portal and it closes behind him. The fog clears just enough for you to see through it. And you see a gray, very lightly smoky obelisk.
Is it like close to being clear, or is
It's
it?
very close to being clear.
I'm gonna walk up and cast spells on it.
How many levels of spells do you put into it?
Nathan would too.
Primer
I
can.
need to know how
Mari
many
can as well.
levels of spells you put into it.
I'd put
I
all
can do
three.
10 by myself. 10.
I can do all three of my 6.
Well, you add up
I'm-
every level. So if you got a fifth, a fourth, and a third, that would be 12.
I'm starting with my 10. I have
So you have 10 total levels of
3.
spells.
I have 3 second level and 4 first level.
30.
So
Fuck!
40 altogether.
I'll add in another 15.
I'll add in
55.
all three of my 5th level, and then my
70.
6th and my
83.
I'll do my 6th as well.
89.
34 altogether.
I can do one more first level. Just
Somewhere between all of you, somewhere around 100-ish spell levels worth of energy put into. Who's standing within 50 feet?
A lot of Mari's spells, so a lot of them are touch. Or
oh,
30
As the
range.
crystal becomes completely clear, a blast of energy forces everyone back, knocks you onto the ground. You each take 36 force damage.
Can I say I was resistant to force damage?
Fine.
Yeah!
The trees and branches in the area all break and snap and fall over. The shockwave deafens you, and the shockwave goes out in every direction for a mile or more. There's no doubt in your mind that if the sisters are nearby, they know that this stone was activated. Prime Hearts. Even being in another dimension, you can hear a hum coming from your bag.
So, after what Saldana had done the day before, going to get up and try to touch it because it was okay whenever she did it. Touch it again.
As your fingers touch it, you feel the vibrations, and then all of a sudden they stop. Give me a Constitution save. Can't hear you.
Saying to myself, I should be okay at that, and I think I am. $24.
You regain all of your used spell slots. I need an intelligence save.
14. I rolled a 15.
You go unconscious immediately thereafter. The energy surging through you. You take 21 points of damage.
Oopsie
I'll
daisy.
immediately take care of Oshin.
This was a much more violent reaction than the one Saldana had, maybe because they're all activated.
You got him, Owen?
Yep. He heals Oshin for 19 points, and you're brought to 1 hit point as he uses medical kit. Careful there.
Well, I think I had to use magic again. I feel it.
I feel like a tree that has been trained to volse up. It's no-
Fire. The Firestarter said this could be obscured for at least a day, right?
Yes, 24 hours.
We have 24 hours to get back and prepare.
So, what's our next? What are we doing from here?
Going back, get a nice rest, and come back here and defend it, I guess.
But
You
what
okay,
we do?
Mary?
We can't just stand here and defend it forever. We've got to do something.
I don't
Learn as much about it as we can, using spells, magic, gods, whatever we need. We figure out how to
I
use
don't
it
see
against
the
them.
sisters lasting past tomorrow.
Yeah.
Either one of them or both of them goes.
Yeah.
You okay, Mari?
I'm alright.
You sure?
I'm okay.
Okay. He takes her hand and squeezes it.
As anyone gets near Prime Heart, they also can hear the humming from the bag. Something's vibrating inside of his bag of holding.
Should we like?
And it's not like dulling like it did the day before, is it? It's just constantly humming.
What now?
It's not like stopping like it did the day before, where
Correct.
it kind of okay.
Calling for it.
Yeah. We'll deal with that after tomorrow.
Are you sure it's not what we need to do tomorrow?
She's a week away and the sisters are not. One step
That's
at a
assuming
time.
it's not reacting to the stone.
It's getting late. Let's get back.
Just be ready, Primeheart, if it comes to it tomorrow. Be ready to use it.
We can move quicker. That's the only thing. Is we can move faster. Can't we move fast enough to get to that
No,
by
it's a
tomorrow?
week.
It's a week not moving normally. Just walked a mile in 5 minutes.
We walked more than a mile in 5 minutes.
Take you about 2
However
days to get there now.
However many numbers you just said, I don't remember.
2 days is definitely better, but let's.
But it's not enough.
No, it's not.
Yeah. We will come for her, and we will get her out. I know that we will. I'm so sorry, Oshin. I know how hard it must have been to give Glitter back and not be able to go home.
Just hoping I didn't make a huge mistake.
No, he's safe now. That's what matters.
Safer than anyone else here.
It's only going to get more dangerous.
I didn't mean sending him back. I meant not going with him.
I know.
I'm glad you didn't.
I don't know if I feel the same.
I know you don't.
It's okay.
So you guys make your way back to camp.
Yeah.
As you get there, there seems to be a little bit of a excitement, not like incredible excitement, but there are a few people that are outside, which would include GB probably, and a few others, a couple of the mage rights that were on the ship. As you, one of them steps up. Trying to come up with a name. Give me a name for a mage right on the ship. Somebody who uses magic.
Horace.
Horace. So Horace comes up, kind of a gruff-looking, scruffy, sort of
Nerf herder.
mage right. Nerf herder. Yep. Did you hear? What did you do? Did you activate the stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last one, right? That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
I think you've fixed something.
What?
We've magic. It seems to be more powerful now, or it's working a little better. We're able to do some short teleports. We can't get home, but we seem to be able to teleport to other parts of the island.
Well, shit.
At least
They
the
said
places
that
we've
was-
been. I went back and checked out the damage of the fire that you guys left on the beach. It wasn't as bad as it looked. It's already
That's
growing
good.
back.
Well, that's good. Not good, that's bad. It's not as bad.
We can only get to
That's-
places we've been before, though.
Not necessarily, as long as you know of it. But it seems like only the island. We have not been able to go anywhere else.
Could we get to the center of the island?
I don't know. We'll have to try. Do any of you cast teleport?
Not.
Maybe not to the center of the island, but I can at least get us back to the place we just were easily.
Well, teleport works. You can teleport anywhere blindly. I mean, it doesn't work perfectly, but you can do it. You'll be much closer, I think.
I don't have teleport. I have step through trees. As long as
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
touched a tree, I can get there.
Well, then I suppose I can take you tomorrow if necessary.
I think we have
Somewhere you want to go.
one piece
We
of
need to
business
repair.
tomorrow.
I think
use all my
no.
spell-
I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to go to the center of the island. They have no reason to go back.
What is that humming?
It's a piece of something that's, I think, might be located at the center of the island.
Is
Yeah,
that
the
where we're
obelisk
supposed to be
is there.
going then?
Yes, the obelisk is finished. That's why I was saying we need to go to the center of the island.
Oh shit, yeah. Makes sense.
There's no reason for them to go find the obelisk. It's
already
Oh my
activated.
god, you're right.
yeah.
We need to go to
We've
the
gone
center.
to the, we can't go. There's no reason to go back to the obelisk. We just be handing over everything to them.
Shit. What do we do? What do we do?
We prepare. In the morning, we head out.
I think that's where we're going to end.
Didn't Owen have something he needed to do?
Oh, that's right. I apologize. Owen, you had something you wanted to end the night with. I forgot.
Yeah, he's going to go walk off for a little bit while people are preparing, and he's going to use his only spell slot that he saved from the stone, third level spell slot to cast Sending.
And who are you sending to, and what do you say?
He's sending to Ashton Avery, and he's just going to say, "Hi, Dad. I know it's been a long while. Heard things are getting hectic up there. I hope you and Father are holding up. I'm sorry for everything. Stay safe."
I've prepared the Sending. Said it 12 times, 1,000 times. I've forgotten it all. Glad you're alive. Come home soon. We both love you.
And he goes to bed.
That is where we're going to end for the night.
Fuck you, Joe.
Joe! The moment you said his name, I was like, don't fucking hurt me like this. Don't
It's been
fucking.
a long time coming.
Oh god, the
Joe,
moment you
don't
said the
hurt
name.
me. Don't hurt me.
No more.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Again, go please visit our sponsors, dieharddice.com and worldanvil.com. And please visit nerdsmith.org. See all the other amazing entertainment over there. We're not going to do a raid tonight. Gosh, we got a lot of people. No, we're not going to do a raid tonight. But I do want to end by saying congratulations, everyone. You've activated the last stone. You've reached a milestone.
Fuck
A literal
me.
milestone.
Fuck. Okay.
You can expect probably to be hitting one milestone a week for the next 6 to 7 weeks as we gear up for the end.
Ah!
What?
Holy shit.
I'm not ready yet.
Welcome to level
20
15.
wisdom, here it come.
I don't know why that spikes
Join the
like that.
party.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good night, and we shall see you tomorrow as we head to the center of the island.
Bye.
And I believe we'll confront the sisters once again. We shall see you all later. Thank you. Be good to each other. We love you.